Maybe the greatest ever.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, the Nebraska album.
In
Right,
rock
Mace?
band,
Does
right?
he sound like he's constipated when he sings?
Well, he's got a certain growl to him.
Philadelphia. Music, sports, and everything in between. Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on ESPN LA.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an Audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an Audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay. When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com. This is The Rich Eisen Show. Coming up at noon after my show, it's Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN, and the all-new ESPN LA app. With Berman. 844-204-RICH, number to dial, sneak in a phone call before we get out of Dodge here on this program. Running a small business means every hire matters, people. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. And the challenge is finding that person without sorting through.
Hey, it's Before the Growl.
Hey,
Mason,
hey.
Ireland, Emily. It's a brand new week, and Em, you had your birthday over the weekend. How was the big pool party?
So did Brian.
Oh, yeah, Brian did too. That's right.
It was great. It was a good time. I had some friends over. I got very drunk. I had an
Did you
awesome
buy
time.
enough alcohol?
I have a lot left over.
Do you?
I have plenty, but Blue Ice was a hit. So
nice.
that is pretty.
That is gone.
It was a large bottle, so there's still a little bit left, but there's only 10 people, so it took some time to get through that
it took
one.
a little time to
Yes,
polish that
but
one off.
it was definitely a hit.
All
with
right, so if
everybody.
you weren't listening the other day, Emily found this thing. What's the pool app called?
Swimply. It's like Airbnb, but for pools.
Right.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so you rented somebody's private pool was it someone's house?
I think it's well, obviously it is a house, but I don't know if he lives there like full time
Right.
or not. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like he's like a rental property that he uses and whatever. But really nice. Guy's name is Dino. Had a great time.
Yeah.
Was
Apparently-
Dino there? Did you meet him?
He was there to greet me, and if there was a problem, he could come and fix it. So like there was a problem with the grill at one point in time. It took like 30 minutes, but then he like came and fixed it. So generally, great. I have no complaints. And the 2 houses down apparently used to be Frank Sinatra's house.
No
when he
kidding.
lived LA. So it was
Very
in the
cool.
hills somewhere. But it was really good. Had a good time. Had a
So it
mixed
sounds like
friend.
you would do it again. You
I
would
would do it
recommend
again.
this pool app to others.
I would drink less, so Sunday was less
Right.
atrocious,
Well, that's your
but
birthday.
generally,
Did you
like,
wake up?
was good.
You woke up hungover?
I came out of my room. My friends were all staying over, or the ones that were traveling from out of town. I was like, "Hey guys, want to run a marathon? Like
Oh,
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
amazing. Then we should do that right now." But yeah, had a great time. Watched a bunch of movies with my friends.
Nice.
Was great.
Best movie
enjoyed
was
myself.
what?
Rewatching Thelma and Louise with my
Great
friends because it's a great movie, and I
Young
have it.
Brad
at home.
Pitt, right? Was that his
Yeah,
first
that
movie?
was
Oh,
the first
yeah.
time I ever saw Brad Pitt.
I also
Brad
watched.
Pitt was a good-looking man at that point. Well, I'm still
Kinda
is.
still
but,
is.
Yeah.
I watched The Handmaiden yesterday. I saw it at a special screening in Eagle Rock. It's by Park Chan-wook. It's a Korean film, also really good.
John,
Highly
you in on that?
No.
No.
No,
Not in
didn't
on Kim Wook?
understand a
No?
word she
It's
just
a
said.
very sexy film.
Okay.
I will say there's
I
a
might
lot
be
of
coming
sex
back
in it.
around.
Yeah, no. Is she hot? That's what John wants
Yeah,
to know.
that's what I would ask.
everybody's in it. It's
Exactly.
hot. Okay, but the thing is, I was on Friday. I went to dinner with my friend, and there was a TV at the bar, but we were like kind of talking mostly. Like had my eye on it. I knew it was close, and also we were in Culver City, so we could hear everybody screaming because
Yeah.
everyone's Knicks fans. So we got into my car, and we're gonna go home, and I put on ESPN radio, and it's funny because my friend has aphantasia, which is she
Which
cannot.
I'd never heard of
Yeah,
until you
describe
explained
this.
it to me.
She can't imagine things in her mind. So like
Wow.
when you say picture this, she can't.
Okay.
She doesn't like see anything in her brain. She doesn't
That's
close her eyes and
crazy.
see things. So it's difficult with radio to kind of picture what these announcers are doing, but I was trying to explain it to her. But we were in the car and it's just like, let me turn it over. Oh my gosh. And it was just like I was telling her this is really important because
Yeah.
she likes sports but not paying
Yeah,
attention
right,
to everything.
right.
She's a Denver sports fan because she lives in the town. But I was like, there's this big alien guy. He is very tall,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he just turned the ball over, and he's a kid. And then Jalen Brunson is this tiny little guy that is doing really well. So it was a fun listening experience with her. But yeah, could you guys deal with aphantasia?
Let me see. No, I'm a big visualization guy.
And
I always
plus,
visualize things.
I need to learn more about it. This is the first time. I didn't even know this existed.
I have that Brad Pitt thing where you've got something where you
Face
don't
blindness?
recognize people when you see them a second. It is Emily, right?
Yes,
Yes,
it
it is
is Emily.
Yeah, I thought so.
But
I thought so.
she can't imagine things, and it's funny because I'm like, then what do you dream? Like, how do you? Anyway,
That is weird.
But,
yeah.
Maybe she doesn't.
yeah, maybe she doesn't. But yeah, it was good. Had a really fun weekend, and yeah.
Super bummed about the finals. Like I think they're mostly over. I can't imagine San Antonio rising up and
Not
I mean
over
they
till
I
the
can
not
see
over
San
till it's
Antonio
over.
winning tonight.
But do you
Yes.
think they win the series?
Probably not, but
No.
I mean they've been ahead with 2 minutes to go in
Oh, I
both
know.
games.
They
Yeah,
had the
they've been in
lead.
every game.
Yeah.
And they came back from that 14-0 run that they had, and nearly sealed
They
it.
win
so.
tonight, it makes game 4 really interesting.
Oh yeah. Definitely does.
I
I mean,
want-
I'm rooting for. I continue to root for them.
What I do want is I want the Knicks to win in New York, whether it's game 4 or game 6. I would prefer
Oh, my
if the
God.
Knicks
Yeah,
win while they're playing in New York.
I can't imagine. You were living in New York the last time
Yes.
the Knicks were in the finals, but
99.
they weren't favored. They were kind of being served up to the Spurs
Yes,
back
yes.
then. Tonight's different. I mean, tonight that whole
People are
town
already in
made-
line.
Yeah.
That
But I
we're
heard this-
bringing Ben Lyons. What time's Ben coming on?
145.
I heard this morning at 9 a.m. people were lined up. to
Ben
get
may
in,
already
'cause
be
there's-
at the Garden when
there's
we
like
talk to him.
enhanced security and all this stuff. So
That'll-
you
yeah,
got to wait
I think
longer.
Ben probably will be at the Garden. 4:45 for an 8:30 game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is
Yeah.
he going to go to the game, you think?
He said he was.
Oh, well.
But we'll see.
Oh, we'll find out.
Oh, he's rich then. Okay,
Well, no,
Rich.
he's
Ben
just
Lyons.
he's connected.
Yeah,
is
no,
what
he's
he
very
is.
well. He's connected with
Oh my
the
God!
Knicks.
I sent you guys a text of Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah.
So he posted on his Instagram story and was like, "Hey, I'm asking for Knicks tickets. I'm willing to pay $500. DMs are open. $500.
$500. Wow.
Cam Scadaboo.
Oh, I'm sure somebody's
know
going to
what?
jump
You know
on
what?
that.
No,
If I
that's
was-
way too cheap.
If
Oh
I
my
was
God.
advising Cam Scadaboo,
Yeah.
what I would have told him to write was, "Hey, I'm looking for good seats for the Knicks game tonight. Whoever hooks me up, Giants season tickets this year on me."
Yeah.
Because
Now
players-
that's a good
Sweeten
way
the
to
deal.
go.
Players
Yeah.
don't have to pay for their tickets.
Yes.
Right.
So he would have been able, to basically go to that game.
That's
for
a good
free.
way to go. Sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's a good.
He
That's a
thought-
better plan.
The thing is, New York people are crazy, and maybe somebody did jump at that. But also, you'd want to jump and be in the Knicks game and be there yourself. But
Yes.
it's funny because Culver City basically did turn into like Knicks 2.0. Every bar was full. Everybody
Knicks
was
fans,
screaming. Well, it's because one, Culver City is kind of a transplanty part of town,
Sure it
so
is.
there's a lot of New York people. But it's always fun to be in a place with a bunch of bars and everybody's reacting to the same thing.
Yes.
I always find it really fun.
Did you see also there was somebody who was auctioning off courtside seats for charity,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
and they got $1 million, and now they can
No.
write it off.
Wow.
So that's another way to do it.
Interesting. All
you
right.
gotta have a lot
Noted.
of money to write that much off.
Yeah.
You got to
Yes.
be making a lot.
Well, it's less just like in
$1 million
Schitt's
write-off.
Creek where it's like it's a write off.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on,
It's
just
a write-off.
you write it off.
Exactly.
It's easy.
So we'll be all over that today. Obviously, NBA Finals game number 3 is tonight. Dodgers took 2 out of 3 from the Angels over the weekend. Things cooking along. I think they got a 6.5 or 7.5 game lead on Arizona at this
that sounds
point.
right. Yeah.
They're rolling pretty good. I still question both Mookie, who was off, he didn't play yesterday, and Kyle Tucker, who continues to scuffle. Those two guys, I'm still worried about.
Yeah, we'll see. They have a lot of season left, but yeah, I don't think they're going to make an all-star team. I'll say that. This
No,
year.
not an all-star team.
And we might get Ramona, maybe. We'll
Okay,
see.
good. We'll see.
She's trying to get
not
into
in New York,
MSG.
is she?
No, she is.
She is.
So
Okay.
she's trying to get into MSG, and so she's like texting me like, "I can do this time, maybe, but who knows?"
Yeah. Well, we'll check in with Ramona. We'll check in with Ben Lyons from New York. We're all over everything for you today. That's coming up next on Mason and Ireland. We're on the app, we're on the radio, and we're on the YouTube. Stick with us.
With the best tribute bands in SoCal. Every Thursday at Oasis Pool.
Morongo, good times.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect Paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Pay testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Hi. The home of Rams football. And now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710 Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Monday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go. The Hall of Famers are back in studio. Steve Mason, Johnny I, John Ireland. And what a Monday it's going to be. I think the Angels just hit another home run on the Dodgers. The Halos poleaxed the Dodgers yesterday in Game 3 of the Freeway Series. But, I mean, the Dodgers got the series anyway. Dodgers have the night off. It's Yusei Kikuchi bobblehead night tonight at the Big A.
Yusei Kikuchi.
Plus, it is Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The series now heads to the Garden for our friend Ben Lyons and JT the Brick. They are Knicks fans, by the way.
Oh, dipsy-doo between the legs.
I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
Knicks look for a 3-0 series lead. You'll hear the game tonight right here on ESPN LA, courtesy of ESPN Radio. George Sedano on the sidelines on the national feed.
Yeah.
We'll react to that. Plus, we've got some breaking Kings news. All of that and so much more. Producer Emily's here.
Beef stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah.
Producer Brian Cohen.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
By the way, Emily and Brian celebrating birthdays over the weekend.
So with that said, let's get this show on.
Gypsy Dew between his legs.
Social team in the back and you, let's do it. The biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland. Your Monday afternoon right now.
Good
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Everyone survived the birthday weekend, Brian Cohen?
Oh, yeah. Good
I
time.
heard, BC, you had a struggle for your birthday.
Not on my actual birthday. Saturday was going to go to the Dodger game, kind of got scrapped, so didn't get the chance to go.
If you do you now be honest, when you go to Dodger games, do you normally arrive on our time, or you like Mason, you just show up whenever?
Oh, no, if we're going, I'm there. I want to be there before first pitch.
You're already casting aspersions.
No.
You're a total a caster of aspersions.
I will say this about you. You either arrive on time and then you leave early, or you just arrive late.
Okay, so I've been to games with Brian. What was the story on the games that we went to, Brian? What was my scorecard?
We were there before first pitch.
Yep.
And I think the game we went to, right after the game, he was there until the final pitch.
So small sample size, but BC saw it. He saw it. So I actually did something this weekend that I think it's embarrassing. I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay.
Em and I both go to the same spin place. What do they call it? Cycle
like
bar,
a cycle
right?
place?
Yeah, cycle
it's
place.
like Soul Cycle,
Like
but
Soul
it's a
Cycle.
competitor. Okay.
So they send you a report afterwards, and they keep track where you finished in the entire class. So I sent you guys the report. There were 44 people in the class. I finished 31st.
Why is that embarrassing?
I finished 31st of 44. That's terrible, isn't it, Em?
Mace,
You got to crank it up more.
Mace, let me tell you a little story.
Yeah.
So as you know, I play a lot of golf.
Yes.
I went to Idaho last year, and I entered this big tournament that I'd heard a lot about.
Yeah.
And they said, the pro there said, bring a really good player as your partner.
Yeah.
That's what everyone else does. So
Sure.
I got my friend Tim, who's a really good player. He's got a 4 handicap, which means that he shoots in the 70s, and that would give us a fighting chance.
Nice.
DFL.
Oh.
Dead last.
Wow.
What I didn't know was when the pro said bring another player, like a good player. He meant like bring a pro.
Oh, I see.
Like
yeah.
bring somebody who's going to shoot 65.
Yeah, right, right.
Which everyone else did dead last. 31st out of 44th is not embarrassing.
My dad always said there are two places in every race, first and last. I definitely finished last.
No, you didn't. You finished 31st.
Yeah. And where do you finish when you do a class there? Are you like in my ranking? Are you like in the 30s?
I'm like in like the teens typically. Yeah.
If you and I were in the same class, I think you'd crush.
You got to crank it up. You got to put up more resistance.
Stay within myself. I got to stay within myself. That's what I always think now when I'm working out. Stay within yourself.
What caused you to finish 31st? Are there times you relax and don't pedal?
Yeah. No, I pedal the entire time. I just don't, as Em says, you crank it up to a higher gear. I didn't crank it up to high enough gears because I wanted it to be a little bit easier because it's a hot, sweaty, dark room with a lady yelling at you who I can't even understand what she's saying. Do you ever understand what they're saying, Em, in that room? I have no idea.
Their mics are all weird. I put my earplugs in.
It's like it's so confusing. But 31st out of 44, I will take it as my second spin class in a very long time. All right, so Friday night, NBA Finals, game number 2. It came down to the final seconds of that game, really, with 9 seconds left. Wemby threw a pass that hit Stephon Castle.
Yeah.
Literally in the back. And threw the ball away. It was a critical turnover at exactly the wrong moment. They still had a shot. Wemby missed a jumper at the end of the game that could have won it, but San Antonio in an 0-2 hole that I don't think they can climb out of.
I don't think so either, but I think they could win tonight.
I
and
hope
if they
so.
win tonight, it makes it all about the next game. Makes it all about Wednesday.
Right.
I think it's going to be insane tonight.
It's going to be crazy.
Stephen A. Smith, who grew up in New York, said this on Friday morning when he was talking about Game 3 tonight at the Garden.
We'll say this to you in all seriousness, hyperbole aside. It's like being born in the Bronx, raised in Hollis, Queens since I was 1 year old. New York is where I'm from. It's who I am. It's my whole life. And I already know what I'm going to see Monday night I have never seen in my lifetime, nor has any New Yorker seen in at least the last 53 years.
So they're predicting immense craziness.
Yes. And by the way, I was just in New York 2 weeks ago. The Knicks were rolling. They were waiting to see who they were going to play in the finals. Knicks banners all over the place. Every bar was a watch party. I mean, when the Knicks are in the finals, and it hasn't happened very often, but I lived there in 99 when it happened. The town is on fire. I mean, they are so pumped for this. And I almost wonder, John, could it work the other way? Could the gigantic emotional swell put a little more pressure on the Knicks that might not otherwise be there? They've got to perform with all of the hoopla around it. Maybe the Spurs can get up and steal this thing tonight. It would. I came in. I was so close, John. At the beginning of the playoffs, I said Knicks Spurs, but I had Spurs winning. I had the Knicks going to the finals. I did not expect them to win. And the one guy who has been, everybody talks about Jalen Brunson. The guy that's been great for them is Karl Anthony Towns. He has been terrific and has honestly outplayed Wemby, which is surprising.
Karl Anthony Towns, if he continues to play like this, is going to put himself in the Hall of Fame. He might have gotten there anyway because he's had a bunch of all-star seasons and he's done some good stuff. But if he wins finals MVP and wins a title in New York, I think he punches his ticket to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the one thing I don't understand is, and I pulled a story about this, the blow-by rate with Wemby. Everybody's just blowing right by him. Defensively, Wemby is not stopping anybody in this game, in this series so far. He's not been great defensively. Offensively, he's been fine. He's averaging 27 points in the series. But again, the defense has not been there, and it wasn't there with Towns.
Well, he's challenging. Michael likes to say that Wemby leads the league in never minds.
Right.
In other words, a guy drives in, looks at the basket, and sees Wemby there, goes, never mind, and backs it out. So he doesn't get enough credit for those. I still think he's the best defensive player in the series.
Although, don't you think they're dragging him out to the three-point line
right.
where he can't have that impact inside?
Well, and that's Towns because Towns can make threes. So you got to go out there and get them.
That's why you got to run with the Mason plan.
Right.
The Mason plan, you said right. The Mason plan is that you play a lot of Luke Cornett tonight, that you let Luke Cornett body up Karl Anthony Towns. You free Wemby at the defensive end to do his thing and to be the guy who causes all the neverminds. And you beat up Towns a little bit. What do you think of that as a theory?
Don't hate it. I think when you're down 0-2 and the 2 games were in your building, you got to try anything.
But the Knicks love it when it's Cornet's in. They relish having
But what
him to go
Mason
after
is
it.
suggesting is play Cornett with Wemby.
Yeah, with Wemby.
Okay.
Like don't take Wemby out. Put Cornett in and have him guard Towns and have Wemby guard everybody else.
And then you take away another shooting on your team?
Well, you do give up offensively. There's no question. I mean, Cornett is not going to score you at the offensive end. But right now, their problem, I think this frees Wemby up defensively to do all the Wemby stuff. The other idea was, and I don't know the right answer to this, John, but you're a ball knower and in the league and all that stuff that we say. Do you swarm Brunson or do you say, let him get his?
Brunson has not been getting his. He's shooting 30% in the series. They've done a good job on Brunson.
But they've been throwing multiple guys at him. Can they afford to throw multiple guys at him when Karl Anthony Towns is the one that's doing the damage?
Yeah, because in both games with 2 minutes to go, the Spurs had the lead. I mean, they've been close.
Oh, they're right there.
What I think is costing them is they don't have closers.
Right.
You know, this used to happen with the Lakers all the time, that teams would hang around the whole time, and then at the end of the game, Shaq and Kobe would take over, and then Robert Horry would beat them on a 3. The Knicks are just better coached. They're more veteran.
They're more
been
veteran.
there. And no, we were talking about this before the show, off the air. Normally, you need to climb a ladder before you win a title. Every once in a while, a team will sneak through. Like, people point to Oklahoma City last year, but Oklahoma City actually had a couple of times where they had great, like 3 years ago, they had a great record. I think they were the 1 seed, and they lost to Minnesota in the playoffs. The Spurs haven't been in the playoffs in 5-6 years, and then this year, they get to the finals. Normally, they've jumped a few levels there, and so maybe this is them. Remember when LeBron was in his 20s, and he took that team with Boobie Gibson to the finals? Mike Brown was the coach.
Yeah.
They got swept by the Spurs, but LeBron got him there, and then after that, LeBron was in the finals every year. Maybe that's what we're seeing with Wemby. He's just getting Shaq, his first year in the finals, swept by Olajuwon. And then Shaq took over and started showing up in the finals every year. Maybe that's what's happening with the Spurs.
Yeah, very few guys go straight to, like, obviously Magic went straight to a championship. He didn't wait. I mean, he didn't need a semester to get ready.
Yeah.
Guys like Bill Russell, those kinds of guys did it. But very rarely do you see a guy in his first run. And I think the youth plays. I mean, when I see that throwaway that Wemby had, the turnover, which I'm sure is just haunting him, I think he's young. It's his first time. It's a critical moment. You know, guys make mistakes, and he made a mistake.
Why isn't De'Aaron Fox dribbling the ball up? Why is it Wemby? Why is it your 7-footer dribbling the ball up the court on that half? Like, that should never have been the plan. I know that's obviously why he was trying to get the ball to Castle.
Yeah.
But you're going to get to Castle, who was a turnover machine?
But
I didn't understand.
it wasn't the plan, though, because he got the rebound.
Then call a timeout, Mitch Johnson. That is an important play. Call a timeout, advance the ball.
What coaches like to do is not call timeout there because it gives the Knicks a chance to set up their defense.
Right.
But you can't turn it over there.
No.
You just can't.
Yeah. And they turn over the ball in clusters, especially, Stephon Castle's not been good in the series at all. He's like -9 and tons of turnovers.
Right.
Really a struggle.
But he is also a huge energy guy, so you can't
and
him out.
he'll be great for years. He's just, again, they're learning. These young Spurs are learning.
Just kind of overmatched.
And am I the only one here who thinks they could come back?
Come back, no. Win 2 games, yes.
Come back to win the whole series?
Yeah. I mean, if they win tonight, it changes everything.
Yeah, but I don't think they can win the series.
Do you think they can win tonight?
I think they can win 1. Yeah. I think, by the way, that's the dynamic. Everybody's pumped. Everybody's in the building, trying to get into the building, all that stuff. So much anticipation. It's been 27 years since they've had a home game, a home finals playoff game. And maybe that swell of emotion puts a little additional pressure. And by the way, I think Wemby's going to come out pissed, too. I think Wemby's going to come out pissed, and he's going to say, I am not going to make mistakes like that again.
Have you seen the video that's been going around the internet this morning? So there's a video of him in Gramercy Park.
Yep.
Okay.
Painting, drawing a
Wemby
statue.
is doing
Wemby
this?
with his sister they're in Gramercy Park. They're looking at a statue, and he's clearly sketching something. Is that what you do if you're trying to lock in for Game 3 of the NBA Finals?
I'm not going to criticize him for it. Maybe that's getting his mind off the game.
Yeah, I mean, you need relief sometimes. I mean, I'm sure he needs something to take his mind off the fact that he just hit Steph Castle in the back and lost the game.
Would Kobe Bryant be doing that the day of the game?
I don't know. What would Kobe Bryant be doing? He'd be seething somewhere.
Right. But I'm not going to criticize what people do. I mean, sometimes the smartest thing to do, I tend to obsess over things.
Yeah.
So sometimes the smartest thing I can do is just get away from it.
Yeah. Hey, coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs here on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Tune in to Game 3 of the NBA Finals tonight, starting at 5:30 on ESPN LA, 7:10 a.m., or on the ESPN LA app in crystal clear digital audio. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit Pechanga.com for more information. Breaking news, the Los Angeles Kings have a new head coach. We'll talk about it next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The summer deals are sizzling at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. It's Bethel Duran, and you can drive the same car that I got. A 2026 Camry Hybrid for just $359 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's $359 for a brand new Camry Hybrid? Come on now, it's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Camry Hybrid model 2561 with total SRP of $39,279. Lease and purchase amount of $21,964. $29.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer doc fee of $80. Offer ends 6/30/2026.
As a kid, my parents fought a lot. It was scary. I was taught to hide my emotions and told things like, don't cry and toughen up. The toxic stress response I developed back then led to anxiety and high blood pressure. Now I'm a parent, and I'm doing it differently. I support my son's feelings so he doesn't bury them.
Daddy!
Hey, buddy. Oh, that's a big hug.
Learn how to help kids grow without toxic stress response at first5california.com.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy Parm Pan Pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy Parm Pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at PizzaHut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I'm a babyface and John's a heel.
John's not a heel.
Exactly.
John's the heel.
He's the 1% a heel.
He's a heel.
Well, I'm Mr. 1%, and I own it.
Back to Steve Mason and John Ireland.
When you're in New York, in Midtown, there are all those guys with bikes, and they're riding around. They're offering to give you a ride, and they are all playing music, and they are all playing this song. Like literally, this song plays from every one of those bikes. Exactly. Of course, the Knicks are home with a finals playoff game for the first time since 27 years ago. 1999 was the last time that happened. And big news today. The Los Angeles Kings are hiring Peter Laviolette as their new head coach. Sources telling ESPN, 3-year deal. He's 61. He did not coach in the NHL last season after he was fired by the Rangers following 2 seasons. But, John, this is not his first stop in the league.
To say the least. Will be his 7th team. He has coached the Rangers, Capitals, Predators, Flyers, Hurricanes, and Islanders. And you might say, well, why are we hiring a retread? Why don't we go try and get Sean McVay? Well, they've tried that before.
Yep.
And it didn't work. When they hired Daryl Sutter, he had a similar resume. He'd coached for a bunch of teams, and Sutter led him to 2 Stanley Cups. So let's see what Laviolette has in the tank. I don't mind this. I think they actually can benefit from veteran leadership in that locker room.
And he did win the Stanley Cup championship with Carolina back in 2006. Went to
it 2 other times.
Went with Philly and Nashville.
He knows the bread man, which the Kings got last season,
right.
That big trade. So maybe there's
Artemi
that
Panarin,
connection
sure.
as well.
That makes sense, yeah. So Kings have a brand new head coach as they continue to sort of restructure things over there. We are inviting you to kick off the World Cup at Commerce Casino for Mexico versus South Africa, a watch party. Join the ESPN LA crew, which is me. I'm the ESPN LA crew there. And I'm going to be joined by Andy Kamenetsky and one of the biggest fans of El Tri there is, Pepe Mantilla, will be with us as well.
Is he coming? Good.
Yeah, he's coming on Thursday at Commerce Casino. Big afternoon watching El Tri. Rooting for Mexico, excitement, giveaways, the world's biggest stage. The World Cup is here, and you can join me and Andy and Pepe Thursday at Commerce Casino. Cheer on your favorite team. June the 11th at Commerce Casino. All right, so interesting. We're in the midst of this conversation about Austin Reeves and how much he can potentially get right now as a free agent.
Right.
And as a free agent, if he were to leave the Lakers, he would be eligible for 4 years, $177 million.
Okay.
If he stays with the Lakers, he's eligible for 5 years, $241 million. Brad Turner reported last week that his team isn't so inclined to give a hometown discount to the Lakers. It's important to note that Jalen Brunson did take less to stay with the Knicks. He chose 4 years, $156.5 million max deal over 5 years. He essentially saved them $113 million.
But he's going to get it down the road. The way to look at this is he's getting to free agency his next contract 1 year sooner.
Right.
And in the meantime, he saved the Knicks all that money that they could use to get players like OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and that whole gang.
Right.
So the question becomes, would Austin consider that? Would he consider less than a max deal in order to help the Lakers? And think Dodgers here.
Okay.
It's not exactly the same thing with straight deferrals, but let's say, just for the sake of argument, let's say you and I were free agents and a max deal for us would be 5 years, $100 million.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's right.
Let's go.
And they come to us and say, would you take 3 years, 60, which is the same amount annually
in exchange for,
but less term?
You have to give me something. What are you going to give me?
No, I'm not going to give you anything other than I'm getting you to free agency for your next contract 2 years sooner, when the market will change and we'll be able to ask for more money. We talk about this in the NFL a lot, that every year the highest paid quarterback is not necessarily the best player. It's whose ever quarterback number is up. That if Patrick Mahomes was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL every year, we would say, but he's not. Like when Jared Goff re-signed, he was briefly. When Joe Burrow re-signed, he was.
Sure.
So the max salary is going to continue to grow. If you believe that these leagues are going to continue to grow and get bigger, and I assume you do. I do.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so, and you go to Austin and you say, all right, the most we're legally allowed to give you is 5 years, 100. I mean, these are
no. Oh, you're just making this up.
I'm just using it, making up something.
Yep.
Would you take 3 years, 60?
In exchange for?
Nothing.
In exchange for?
You get to free agency 2 years earlier.
Oh, no.
We're going to use the other $40 million that you leave us.
Yep.
And give it to Rui Hachimura, Luke Kennard, and Marcus Smart. But in 3 years, you get to come back to the trough.
Right.
And at that point, 20 will not be the annual max salary. It'll be more like 30. So you're betting on yourself.
Right. But you are taking he's taking $12 million a year less than he's eligible for, Jalen Brunson is.
Right.
Now, so you're saying
No, even more than that.
Well,
he saved him $113 million, right?
He would set him up to Brunson to recoup the rest of the $113 million. Yeah, $113 million on a 4-year, 300. $418 and 29.
So the Knicks took that other $113 million and they gave it to OG Anunoby and Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges, and it all worked.
And look where they are.
Right.
So,
but now here's the problem with asking Austin to do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it. I don't think you would do it.
I don't know that that's true.
You would take 3 years, 60 in my scenario?
If I know that we are getting, tell me what we're getting.
I'm offering it to Marcus Smart, Rui Hachimura, and Luke Kennard.
I would have to consider that.
I'm going to, and by the way, those guys are all going to have to take a little bit of a haircut too. Like, Mark, what's a good number for Marcus Smart? I was talking to Michael on the phone this morning about this.
1 year, 15.
He made $6 million.
1 year, 15.
See, I think it's more like 2 years, 17 or 18. So
really?
That way, he gets a little bit of a raise.
Yep.
You get him for 2 years, but you don't blow up your salary cap.
Well, I like your deal a lot better than mine.
Okay. And how about for Rui? Same thing. Rui, I think, made like $19 million last year or something.
He's going to get more.
Right. But so let's do a 1 year deal. Let's give him 1 year, 24.
Yeah. I mean, look.
And all of a sudden, I'm putting together that puzzle we always talk about.
But you're also putting together the exact same puzzle that we had last year.
Not necessarily. They have 11 free agents. So let's here's the ones I want to keep.
Right.
Are we ready?
Yep.
We're keeping Luka.
Yep.
All right, obviously. So I want to keep LeBron, Austin.
Yep.
Rui, Kennard, and Smart. Everybody else can go.
But DeAndre Ayton has a player option.
He has a
that
player
probably
option.
opt
But then,
into.
we'll deal with
here.
that.
He'll be our backup center. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll deal with that. But and now if one of those guys says no and they take a bigger offer, then you might. And by the way, Jackson Hayes might have to come back because he's tight with Luka now.
I think Jackson Hayes will come back.
And but do you see what I mean about this puzzle?
Yeah, I do see the puzzle, but
I don't know if Austin. Now, here's the problem with Austin. So we offer him maximum annual salary, but not as much term.
Right.
And Utah comes in here and says, okay, the Lakers are offering you 3 years, 60. We'll offer you 4 years, 80. Because that's the most they can offer is 4 years. So Austin then has to make a decision. Is an extra guaranteed $20 million worth it to me to stay with this group and play in LA?
Right.
Because I think what a guy like Austin would do. I was playing golf over the weekend with a guy from Travis Matthew.
Okay.
And Austin used to be with them, and he left him to sign a bigger clothing. He still does some stuff with them, but he left to sign with a bigger clothing company. I don't know if he gets multiple clothing deal offers if he plays for the Jazz.
I agree.
So there's other ways you can make it up.
Right.
And I think Brunson, what he did was he said, okay, I'm in Dallas. I can stay here, but I'll always be behind Luka and Kyrie. Or I can go to New York and be the man, and they'll take my dad, and he can coach with me. And my dad used to play for the Knicks. And if I take this money that they're offering me, I can come back to the trough in 4 years. And now it's all working out perfectly. He might win a title. Looks like he's gonna.
Yep.
And now in 2 years, he gets to come back and ask for like Supermax.
So let me ask you this. And you say he's going to get it on the back end after all this is over.
I think so.
But is a championship worth $113 million? He gave up $113 million
over the course of the contract. Over 4 years.
But he's going to win a championship. Is a championship worth $113 million?
Okay. What did you say they gave him? 4 years what?
5 years, closing 4 year 156 max.
Okay. 4 years, 156.
Yep.
Okay. I think, and he goes to the free agency 1 year earlier than if he would have stayed with the Mavs. I think the first year of his next contract starts with a 6. That's how he gets the money back.
But don't you think, will it not, in the end, can he make it back?
Yeah, with that deal.
But in that scenario, will he make it? In other words, if he had taken maxes all along,
yeah,
would he have made more money than if he had taken this haircut in the first deal? I don't think he's ever getting the same money
he
back.
He will have more endorsements, and he gets that title you were talking about. And he could have. I'm trying to remember. He wasn't on the Mavs when they went to the finals to play the Celtics, right? He had already gone to the Knicks.
Yes.
I think that it's all going to work out for him at the end. And you're a good example of this because you always talk about when you went to New York for all that money and then you didn't like it and you came back here, that if you had it to do over again, now that you've done it, money isn't the most important thing to you anymore.
It is not.
I think in this case, Brunson thought, I'm stuck behind Luka and Kyrie. I'm making almost as much annually if I take this offer from the Knicks, and I get to go to free agency a year earlier. And now he's the man, and he's going to make $60 million a year in 2 years.
Right.
So he's getting it all back.
And that's also why I think earlier last week I mentioned about the whole aspiration thing and like the circumventing the salary cap, where it's like everybody was, when the Kawhi stuff came out, was like, so are we going to investigate Jalen Brunson taking, again, you don't typically see people taking less than their max.
But there are guys that have.
Player.
I mean, Dirk Nowitzki took less.
Kobe did.
Kobe took less. Tom Brady took less in New England. I mean, there are a lot of guys that do take less because they prioritize the winning over the money. Now, they all have a lot of money to start with, but they're prioritizing the winning over the money.
And it has to be a certain kind of person, too, I believe.
Yeah. All right, John's looking at the clock.
Oh, I just literally, because I was kind of engaged in what we were talking about, I was thinking to myself, did we break?
Yeah, no, we didn't.
We did not break. We were just talking some ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking ball.
So
exactly.
You brought something up that about aspiration. I listened to the latest Pablo Torre pod.
Okay.
It's the 11th one he's done on this subject.
Wow.
And now they actually have a legitimate email from Steve Ballmer acknowledging the slush fund.
Wow.
And nobody cares.
Well, they say they're investigating.
Yeah. But, I mean, fans don't care. I guarantee you.
Oh, I don't think fans. I think this is so wonky and in the weeds.
Right.
I don't think fans get it, understand it, care about it.
So
but
I've started to decide that Pablo could do 11 more of these and literally have a picture of Steve Ballmer handing $28 million in cash to Kawhi Leonard, and listeners to our show would say, "Why are you guys talking about this? We don't care."
Yeah.
There it is.
No, I mean, I think
care.
we need Austin to take less, and we need an aspiration deal to supplement what he's getting.
Well, if they don't punish him, why not?
Exactly.
I was also interested. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and Windhorse was on it, and he said something. And he's king of leading answers.
Yes.
You know, it's like he lets you fill in the dots.
Right.
But I felt like there was one thing about LeBron that I was interested in the way he phrased it. We can talk about that next week.
Okay, good. We'll do that coming up next. And yeah, the other big free agent, he's got news on LeBron that is interesting and makes me think. We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This morning on Unsportsmanlike, my blood pressure was rising on why Wemby isn't dunking the ball more. He's 7'5". Don't make yourself 6'5". We will find out tonight if the Spurs can win Game 3 at the Garden. NBA Finals happening tonight, and we are reacting bright and early on Unsportsmanlike. Plus, on this morning's show, our producers were wearing ankle socks. Makes you wonder whether DeMarco Farr is an ankle sock guy or a full sock guy. Don't miss the first morning show on ESPN LA. Chris Canty, Michelle Spallman, and me, Evan Cohen, plus Grumpy Nuno, Pat the producer, and more, 3 to 7 a.m. on LA's mega sports station, ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's springtime in SoCal, and you're still on those same old floors? Make a power move with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Hardwood, laminate, waterproof vinyl, carpet, turf, all in stock. They even have Core-Tec, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in a ton of colors ready and in stock. Visit the showroom off the 5 next to the Commerce Casino or check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, and no spring sale beats wholesale.
Red Card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
3 cities, 1 concert, a world united through football and music. On June 10th, the FIFA Countdown Concert, in collaboration with the Grammys, comes to Crypto.com Arena as part of a first-of-its-kind live celebration connecting Canada, Mexico, and the United States ahead of the FIFA World Cup 26. The Los Angeles stage will feature Diplo's Major Lazer, Davido, and additional artists to be announced, alongside stellar lineups in Toronto and Mexico City for this synchronized live concert. Doors open at 5 p.m. Pacific time, with the live show beginning at 6 p.m. Pacific.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka, vodka with standards.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Mason and Ireland.
They say nobody loses like
sneaky bastard. Unbelievable.
Oh, it pays to be a loser, people.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
If you're a loser, it pays.
Back to the guys.
All right, so tonight is Game 3 of the NBA Finals in New York, Madison Square Garden. John, there is a guy outside Madison Square Garden right now who is sitting there and saying Jalen Brunson's name. He says he's going to do it 100,000 times. Apparently, this has been going on for a while now. Just sitting there saying Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson.
Have we done the math?
Brunson.
How long would that take?
Okay. I'm not sure, but when Sam Emick stopped him, and this was about yesterday at like 2 p.m. our time.
Okay.
So 5 p.m. Eastern time. Sam Emick interviewed him, and he had... The count was up to 40,830, so I think he had started earlier that day. But again, it's just Jalen Brunson as many times as he can. This kid is an interesting guy.
Yep.
He was saying he was influenced by Mr. Beast, who did this before. He had said Logan Paul 100,000 times. But he feels like it's just a chant to, channel it to Jalen Brunson. They love him, New York, by the way. New York absolutely adores Jalen Brunson.
Oh, Jalen,
they
not
are
this
all
guy.
in on him.
This guy.
Oh, Jake Epstein. This is the kid's name. He's 22 years old.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's fine.
He either needs help or not. Now we just put him on social media. Jalen Brunson. By the way, apparently, I've got that if he said it every 2 seconds, it would be 55 hours. Just sitting out there, 55 hours. Jalen Brunson. What a dull experience. I'll tell you. You know what?
Hey, what if it works though?
Well, you think
it could work?
This is going to be a powerful force in tonight's game at Madison Square Garden?
You believe? Oh, so you've been to yoga retreats. You've been to meditation. Do you believe in the idea of chanting?
Okay, so that's an interesting concept. Yes, I do believe in chanting. John, do you ever chant?
Nope.
I like a good chant. Yeah, I mean, correct.
So instead of that, it's just Jalen Brunson. You're trying to channel something
Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson.
So did you ever train for TM?
I know
Transcendental meditation.
if that's what Ben's ex-wife taught me, yeah.
Yeah.
But
is that what, do you ever do
she
TM?
taught me how to meditate, if that's what you're asking.
I'm not a TM head, no.
But, like, for example, there's a mantra when you meditate. If you choose to meditate that way, you have a mantra. In TM, you have a mantra. This guy's mantra is Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson. And you know, John, anything can be a meditation. Like golf can be a meditation. I think it probably serves that purpose in your life.
Yeah.
As Mr. Miyagi said, you can
wax
meditate,
on, wax off.
waxing on and waxing off, painting the fence, all that stuff can be So maybe what this guy's doing is he's in a meditative state saying Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson. Em, you with me? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm totally in. So who can I channel that is good for this? I don't know. Like
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Should we mouth
Tim
LeBron
Chalamet,
James?
Tim Chalamet.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James. We could do that too.
Yeah, whatever.
All right,
whatever
so
works.
What did Windhorst say?
Oh, here we go. Windhorst. This is what he said on the Pardon My Take podcast. Windhorst said, we're all talking about LeBron James. What's it going to take to bring him back? All that stuff. Listen to Windy.
So you don't think LeBron is going to sign a vet minimum with Cleveland?
I mean, it's not impossible, but the idea that is where he's at right now, it could happen. I still have not heard definitively LeBron's playing next year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is he probably going to play? Like, if you said to me, you have to make a projection right now, I would say I think he's going to play. But like, people have got him in a minimum with the Cavs and starting opening night, and I'm not even sure he's playing. Okay, let's say he decides to play. Fine. Now, is he going to sign with the Lakers? All right. Can they work out a deal? Can the Lakers work out a deal where they retain LeBron, but they also get him into a salary that is, because the thing about LeBron is the Lakers, to some extent, will be bidding against themselves.
Right.
Because the teams that have salary cap space, Chicago, Brooklyn, Detroit, I guess Detroit could, but it doesn't make sense for those teams.
Right.
So if the Lakers are like bidding like way up 25, 30 million, they are in fact bidding against themselves. I don't think they're not like trying to beat a competing offer.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, LeBron was an all NBA player this year. And he's also an all-time legend. And Jerry Buss set the standard for the Lakers that you treat your legendary players well so that you can get more legendary players. This is a cornerstone of the Lakers' business operations. And Jeannie Buss has picked that up. So do you really want LeBron to walk out the door disgruntled because you're trying to get the best deal and not bid against yourself?
So it's a conundrum. I believe it is a conundrum. LeBron James leaving the Lakers. There's a report, veterans minimum, Cleveland, 2 years, $15 million at Golden State. The Lakers will be bidding against themselves if they get into the 20s because nobody else, aside from Brooklyn and Chicago, can give him in excess of $20 million. So the Lakers are bidding against themselves.
I think there is a number that works for both teams. It starts with a 2 and hopefully ends with a 0 to 5.
Yeah, 0 to
in there
5,
on
sure.
the lower side.
Yeah.
But I think that's the number that works for both sides. How about you?
But if he can get if he's looking at 2 years, 30 at Golden State, why should we pay him more? If that's his max deal out there, why should we pay him more? Because we are bidding against ourselves. Nobody else, unless he wants to go. You're right, but because he's not going to go to Brooklyn. He's not going to go to Chicago. Why should we bid against ourselves and not get him for the price that is available out there?
You can let him go.
Well, no, offer him the same thing Golden State is going to do.
Then he'll go to Golden State.
Why?
Because you disrespected him.
So, in other words,
if
we've got to give him more, even though nobody else will give him that.
Not a lot more, but you got to give him a little more. I think that teams can maneuver, like Cleveland, I think could maneuver to give him 15, give him the mid-level. So you got to be above that.
Right. That's why I said, that's why the number 2 years, 30 is the one that I thought. 2 years, 30.
I would try and get him to take 1 year, 20.
1 year, 20.
Gives him more, gives him more flexibility.
Flexibility down the line. Yeah. Okay. I'd go for that.
But if you want to do 2 years, 30, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next for you, going to do some icebreakers. We will let you on the phones coming up for you at 1 o'clock today. Anything on the NBA Finals, anything on Wemby and the terrible turnover he had late in Game 2, what you expect tonight at the NBA Finals, Game 3 in New York. Dodgers had Took 2 out of 3 from the Angels over this weekend. All stuff going on. We'll do it at the top of the hour, 1 o'clock. In the meantime, Icebreakers next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
If you listen to this show, you know I'm a proud tap sucker. I got tired of wondering what was in my tap water, so I got rid of it, and I installed a Life Source whole house water system. Now I don't think twice about the water we drink, cook with, even shower with. Life Source is an essential home appliance, and it requires almost no maintenance. There's no heavy salt bags. You're not swapping out filters. They use salt-free technology that helps protect your plumbing and no monthly upkeep. And it's not just me. Life Source has been around since 1984, trusted by over 250,000 homes. Upgrade your water and upgrade your daily life with a Life Source whole house water system. I did it. Morales did it. We'll never go back. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Right now, they'll give you factory direct pricing and free installation for a limited time. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Life Source Water.
And now from Good Karma Brands, here is Sam Pines.
Hi, this is Sam Pines, partner at Good Karma Brands and ESPN LA. When we purchased ESPN LA in 2022, in collaboration with the Walt Disney Company, I knew LA had great teams. I didn't realize how passionate the ESPN LA fan was. It's been awesome to see and experience. The fans who show up every day, you're what makes this place what it is. From the Mandy Awards to summer softball games in West Covina, there's something special about this community. We've got incredible teams, the Lakers, Rams, USC, LAFC, Kings, and Angels. And then there's everything else.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic.
Mason and Ireland's growl. Cappy yelling, "Love Boat." Sedano's sighs. Eisen landing another A-list guest. Evan Cohn going deep on Brady. Travis pulling out Buffalo Gruden. DeMarco keeping everybody honest. And Morales dropping a random bam. And that one might have been a final. That's ESPN LA. Whether you watch or listen, thank you. You're what makes all of this possible.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get up to $3,500 customer cash on the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end July 6th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers, presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Good thing is I see Ramona on our TV. She has made it to
she's there.
Around MSG, but we'll see if we can get her on later in the show.
Okay.
Here we are in our standings currently. We've got John, sizable lead, 23 points.
Yeah.
We got Brian on the board with 2 points. Here we go. Mason has 0.
Wait, what am I didn't hear my name.
You have 0.
0.
Okay.
Got it.
10 points.
Less than 1.
Yeah.
I was born in 1949 in Indiana, and there was a gene in a flower that was named after me in 2020. For 9 points. I am an avid wine collector and investor, and I got my bachelor's degree in quote-unquote Soviet studies, and I briefly had a career with the CIA.
Ireland.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
It's Woody Harrelson.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Is that what you thought?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a line on
You got the favorite out here. Oh,
Okay.
so now where are we going to go? Okay. For 8 points, I attended the Air Force Academy where I played basketball. In my senior year, I was the captain. In my career, I averaged 10.3 points per game with 43 games played.
Damn it. I needed one more clue.
Yep.
Air Force.
You don't have to
I
guess
will go.
here. Okay.
Greg Popovich.
That is correct.
Excellent.
There you go.
I went too early.
Yeah, one too early.
Got him.
Nice. I'm on the board.
8 points for Mason.
Yeah.
You're making a comeback.
I figured I'd throw a relevant one in here.
Sure. That's a good one.
All right. Icebreakers is sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest source vodka from Idaho. Check out Blue Ice's commemorative bottle celebrating USA's 250th birthday. It was prominently displayed at Emily Hebel's birthday party over the weekend. The red, white, and blue themed featured 250th logo is inside the label. It's currently available in stores. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did you finish Friends and Neighbors?
I have it for the plane ride tonight.
I haven't either. I'm also saving for my
then
plane
I
ride
won't
as
say-
well. So
I've finished it, so I won't say a word about it.
Okay, yeah. I've got a flight tonight. I will, by the end of that flight, I will have watched it.
YouTube chat wants to know, are we going to watch Cape Fear?
yeah.
Already did.
I have
The
it.
new
Are
Apple
you
show?
done with it?
I think
No,
there's
it's
only
week by week.
Right.
What'd you think of it?
Pretty good. I'm into it.
Okay, it's
Already.
Javier
So 2
Bardem.
episodes so far. Yeah.
Okay. I have never seen Cape Fear.
The
so
movies.
should I watch it before the series, or let the series happen and then watch the movie later?
Yes, do that.
Okay.
Watch the movie. There are 2 Cape Fears. One was Robert Mitchum.
Yes.
And one is
De Niro,
De Niro with Martin Scorsese. I would say watch the movies after you watch
Okay,
the show.
fun thing about that is
Yep.
that, I listened to a podcast about Schindler's List when I watched it last week. So this is explaining why I got here. Steven Spielberg had the rights to Schindler's List for a long time, but he didn't know who wanted to make it. He didn't know if he wanted to make it. He's waiting for the right time. In that time period, Martin Scorsese was offered Schindler's List.
Oh, really?
But basically, Scorsese and Steven Spielberg did a switch with Cape Fear and Schindler's
Is that
List.
right?
Because
They
there
traded.
was almost a Spielberg Cape Fear and a Scorsese Schindler's List, and they basically switched.
That's
Well,
fascinating.
it all
Would have been
kind of
very
worked out
That's
for the best.
fascinating. Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
All
It
right.
did.
So I have a list, you guys, of 15 people who are possibly going to be at the Knicks game tonight, at the NBA Finals
Okay.
game tonight. These
We already
are
know the
all
president.
famous people. He's on here. All right, so I'm going to read the list,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask you guys to do an exercise. I'm going to give you a courtside seat.
Nice.
All right.
I'm going to sell it for $1 million.
You're not allowed to sell it,
Oh, okay.
but you are allowed to
$1
pick
million.
who you sit in between.
Okay.
So you get these 2 people you can sit in between. You pick the 2, okay?
Got it.
Here we go. Spike Lee,
Uh-huh.
Ben Stiller,
Yep.
Timothy Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, Tracy Morgan. Did I say Tina Fey?
No.
Tina Fey, Sting,
Ooh.
Derek Jeter,
Yep.
President Trump,
Yep.
Larry David,
Yep.
Fat Joe, Jay-Z, Walt Frazier, Adam Sandler,
Wow.
and John McEnroe.
Okay.
That's the list. Emily Hebel, you get to sit in between any 2 of those celebrities. Which 2 are you taking?
Easy. Timothy and Tina.
You want Tina Fey on your left, Timothy Chalamet on your right.
Yes.
Brian.
Also easy. Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler. Have a good time.
Yeah, very good one. Mace.
Tracy Morgan and Adam Sandler would be a great time. Tracy Morgan is out of his mind. I had him down in New York. He's out of his mind.
I obviously skew older. I'm the oldest one here. So I am going Sting and Larry David.
That's a great one.
I figured Larry David
Two
will make
guys
me
that
laugh,
have-
and Sting. I've seen Sting in person 10 times.
Yeah.
His head would explode. I'd have so many questions for
Where
him.
do you annoy Larry David? That's the question. Only because Larry David's annoyed by everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure I would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I might even go Susie Essman over Larry.
Susie's
Oh,
in
yeah,
Paris.
she'd
I
be great.
texted with
Oh,
her.
did
She's
you?
not going to be at
Okay.
any of the games. Yeah, unfortunately, because Susie was going to come on, and she can't do it. I don't know why you go to Paris in the middle of the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
but
how dare.
There she
how
is.
dare she?
How dare you? So Michael Thompson's out. You know what Michael Thompson does during his spare time in the summers?
Well, apparently he starts pretty serious internet rumors.
Starts rumors, exactly.
Explain.
We were trying to figure out. On Friday, we read a rumor from Jason Whitlock.
Yep.
And it was that Caitlin Clark was going to be traded to the Sparks. And we were trying to figure out.
And don't forget that Corey Close would then be the coach of the Sparks somehow.
She would come from
they
UCLA
threw that in
to
there
the Sparks,
too.
Yeah.
And we were trying to figure out, where would Whitlock get information like that? Like, why would he, basically run with it?
Yeah, who is his WNBA insider?
USA Today did a deep dive on how that rumor started.
Mm-hmm.
And I was shocked because I was just kind of like going through stuff. And I'm trying to, I want to get the name of the USA Today writer so I don't okay, Corey Woodruff.
Okay.
In the name of this article in USA Today is "The Silly Caitlin Clark Sparks Trade Rumors Explained as Best We Can." Here's what Woodruff wrote.
Okay.
Quote, "A series of social media posts from former NBA player and Los Angeles Lakers broadcaster Michael Thompson claiming that the Fever didn't want Clark any longer and were sick of her garnered some attention on Thursday night. Thompson then implored the Sparks to go get Clark via trade. Apparently, Jason Whitlock saw Michael's tweet, and Whitlock shared this information as if he'd heard it from a source, and this was all about to go down in the WNBA. It just came from the mind of Michael."
That's unbelievable. And people ran with it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Can we have Michael start more rumors?
Yeah.
I want a million rumors from Michael.
What's
just everything.
By the way, I just went to his Twitter timeline. It is the oddest thing. He is the oddest man in the world.
The mind of Michael Thompson.
Yeah.
We should make that a segment. Just something of the mind of Michael Thompson.
Is there at least one misspelling in every tweet?
Every tweet.
Yeah.
Every tweet. His own system
all over
of
the place.
spelling. So, like, his most recent tweet is, "Y'all know that the sun is pulling us around the Milky Way galaxy at 514,000 miles per hour. Yup, as you're, Y-O-R, as you're sitting there reading this, you're moving at 514,000 miles per hour through space. Cool, huh?" It's the mind of Michael Thompson.
I don't know where he comes up with it.
Yep.
But apparently he started. Now, if Caitlin Clark gets traded to the Sparks,
it's like the Ping.
It's like Ping gets credit if the Dodgers get Tarek Skubal, and Michael gets credit if the Sparks get Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for either one.
Is Michael in the United States right now?
Yeah,
or is he, okay,
he's sitting in his house. I called him this morning.
Give him a call later this week and see what he thought about this whole thing.
He wants to come in. Him and Pepe want to come in.
Oh, well, yeah, bring him in.
All right, I'm in Idaho the rest of the week, but next week we bring him in.
Next week would be good. Yeah. All right, it is sports graffiti time. Maybe you want to start a rumor like Michael Thompson, or you want to react to Game 3 of the NBA, Game 2 Friday night, Game 3 tonight. The vibe in New York is crazy. We're going to check in a little bit later on with both Ramona Shelburne and our friend Ben Lyons. The Dodgers had a good weekend, won 2 out of 3. Brian Cohen celebrated his 32nd birthday. Maybe you want to react to that. Or M turned 30 again. You want to react to that? It was a big birthday weekend. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. We'll get your calls in here next. Mason and Ireland, 710-ESPN.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason and Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you want Mason and Ireland?
Why I love them because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go to Sports Graffiti time. Ireland, why don't you do the honors today?
All right, Cameron Lake Forest, you're our leadoff hitter. Cameron, what do you got?
Two questions. Why did Minnesota give up on Towns so quickly? That might be the second worst trade behind Luka. And if Kobe was still alive, do you think he would have done a documentary like Jordan?
Well, I know that a camera crew followed us around at the end of Kobe's career for the last 2 or 3 years with the purpose of doing a documentary. But Vanessa owns all the footage, and I don't know if she has any interest in ever putting it out.
Right.
In terms of Towns, remember they tried several times to get to the finals with Towns in Minnesota, and finally they couldn't break through, so they traded him for Julius Randle, and then they made the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row.
True.
So Towns is peaking now.
Yeah.
Is the interesting thing. Here is Fred in Boyle Heights. Hey, Fred, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mason and Ireland, love the show. Just wanted to say belated birthday to MBC and happy birthday to Jacob, Momo's son. About the Clark issue, it would be fabulous to have her with the Sparks and here in L.A.
It would. I wouldn't hold your breath. I don't think the Fever have any interest in trading her. I think Michael just made it up.
But I think, again, Michael, who is just one of the ultimate WNBA insiders, is reporting that this is a possibility.
All right, so Mason, it says Justin is in New York City.
New York, New York.
Is this true, Justin? You're in New York as we speak?
I am. I'm from LA, but spending the summer in New York. So today I had a few hours off. I'm in Nomad, very close to MSG. And, well, as you know, teams usually stay at the Equinox with the Lakers or the Ritz in Nomad. So I went to the Nomad. I sat in the lobby. I had a morning juice, and I saw all of the players, including Wemby, leaving the hotel. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. I saw a video, Justin, of Knicks fans heckling Wemby basically telling him, get ready to golf.
Really?
your season's over.
Can you imagine Wemby doesn't golf, does he?
No, I was looking
That
for
would be a tough swing.
I was looking for Ben Lyons in the crowd, but I
Didn't see
did
him?
not find him. Here's Maurice in Long Beach. Hey, Maurice, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, you guys, man? I love the show, man. Also, man, my dad's birthday was yesterday, man. So if your guys, I guess one of his birthday was yesterday or Friday, man. I love you guys.
A lot of birthdays going around right now, yeah.
Yeah, Geminis are awesome. My wife's birthday is on the 18th. My sister's birthday is on the 14th. Mace, I love you, man. You awesome, man. Poppin' Flavors, we had our 1 year anniversary, man. If you go online and check it out, it was awesome, man. We had a nice turnout. The car show was awesome, man. Mace, we want to get you out there one time, man, with us, brother.
Just invite me, man. I'll try to get out.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you guys.
Cool. All right, thanks, Maurice. Appreciate it. Here is Freddie in Monrovia. Hey, Freddie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, fellas.
Good afternoon.
Just give me a moment here, John. I wanted to talk about what you and Mace were just referring to when Mace said, it sounds like we're running it back next year by signing LeBron. And then you named a few players you would keep.
Yeah.
You basically named the starters of last year.
Yeah.
Or ones that started the most. And then then we talked about Ayton's coming back. Hayes is coming back. That's a problem there because we need a new center, and then you're going to give money to two centers already. So that's an issue.
Right, but neither one of those guys, Freddie, Hayes or Ayton, make a lot of money. Like, I'll give you an example.
Well, Ayton's 9 on his way in, right?
Yeah, and I think Hayes is less.
Hayes
than
is
that.
less, yeah.
But Freddie, here's an example. I read a story today. Now, I'm not reporting this. I don't believe that I know anything.
You're not an ace like Michael Thompson.
No.
You're not an insider like Michael.
But this person was connecting dots and saying, what if the Lakers could go get Domantas Sabonis? That's a home run. That's a home run.
Oh,
and if
God.
he became available, Freddie, they would have to get rid of some of the guys I want back.
Yep.
But I would do it because Domantas Sabonis is a really great player. So you just got to wait, Freddie, and see how this all comes out in the wash.
Right. Can I make one more point?
Yeah, please. Of course.
And then another thing, signing LeBron to either 1 year or possibly 2 may not infringe on next year's cap or getting long-term players, but it's going to infringe on people you can give money to now, players that may help you for 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So you're giving that money to LeBron, and you need to spread that money out to impact players that have a future with the Lakers for 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I get what he's saying. In
Right,
other words,
but we're not a better team without LeBron.
right, he is an all-NBA player, and it's going to be difficult to find a player as good as he is to replace him in the lineup. But to the last caller's point, it does feel like we are, to a great degree, running it back. Whoever they add to this mix is going to be critical. They don't have a lot of room if they bring back Rui, they bring back Jackson, they bring back DeAndre Ayton, they bring, all these guys. You've got to hit on those last couple of picks, right?
Let's go to Joe in Newport Beach. Hey, Joe, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So everyone's making a big deal about the Wemby turnover, but I think the bigger issue is how the Spurs use Wemby. I mean, the Spurs' last 2 possessions of Game 2 were Wemby shooting 20-footers. And my thinking is just because he can play like a 6'5" shooting guard doesn't mean he should. I mean, if you look at the Lakers with Luka and AR and how they get the ball, the pick and roll with Jackson Hayes and Ayton, and how they get so many alley-oop dunks, and I'm like waiting for De'Aaron Fox and Wemby to do that, and they just don't do it. I mean, they got to get him the ball in the low post. I think they're not utilizing what he's capable of.
I agree with you. I think that if I was, and the other thing I would add to that, Joe, everything you said is correct, and I would say he can't only take 4 shots in the first half like he did in Game 2.
Right.
He was 2 for 4 from the field in Game 2. In the second half, I think he was something like 7 for 12. But you can't have him taking 4 shots. He needs to take 4 shots a quarter minimum.
Yep.
Let's go to Carlo in Oxnard. Hey, Carlo, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Carlo?
So it's my sister's birthday on Monday, and she loves the Lakers. I was looking on Cameo to get a shout out from one of the Lakers, but they're not on Cameo. I was wondering if you could reach out to a Laker for me.
Yeah,
Maybe
John, will you reach out to the Lakers? He
get
wants a cameo from one of the Lakers.
Which
Can
one do you want? You
set
want
that up?
LeBron? You want Luca? Who do you need? You want
They're all in John's
Kareem, Magic, who?
By the way, the thing about Austin Reeves and cameo, he is going to take less for his cameos.
There
from
you
now
go.
on. Yeah.
There you go. That makes it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to Trey in L.A. Hey, Trey, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, John.
Yes,
your
Trey.
top 10 LA athletes, the list is null and void because you didn't have Serena Williams on there, man. Come on, man.
Who would you kick off?
Hey, man, she top 5, let alone top 10.
All right, who would you kick off?
It's very tough.
Hey,
That's
you
the problem. When I ask people who they kick off, they go,
because they can't remember your whole list right off the top of their head. I don't remember your whole list right off the top of my head.
The problem is there are 25 people who deserve to be on the list.
Right.
So you can add Serena Williams. Are you kicking off Kareem? Are you kicking off Jackie Robinson? Are you kicking off Jerry West? Are you kicking off Shohei?
Right. It's tough.
You kicking off Aaron Donald? I mean, who are you kicking off?
Yeah.
And it's also different because her greatest feats didn't happen in Los Angeles.
Right.
Her greatest feats were happening at international tournaments, though she is an LA
She
athlete.
is absolutely an
through.
Angelino, yeah.
But you don't see, you're not watching her in LA. It's a little different for individual sports versus team sports.
Yeah, I agree. It's tough to pick somebody, but you're right. She doesn't feel like, she's probably arguably the greatest female athlete of all time.
And she is an LA person.
I wanted to put a woman on that list, and had I done it, I would have put Lisa Leslie before Serena.
Before Serena?
Lisa Leslie scored 100 points in a game in Inglewood. Then
she's
she went to
very
USC,
LA.
was an All-American. And maybe Cheryl Miller, too.
Right. That's the difference is it all happened here.
Right.
As opposed to around the world, as Em pointed out.
And by the way, if Trey wants to make his own list, go ahead. You can put Serena number one.
Absolutely.
But then you got to kick one of my people off. I'm very curious to see who you kick off. Magic, Kareem? I mean, Kershaw didn't even make my list.
Yeah, Kershaw did not make your list.
Here is, you want to kick Sandy Koufax out?
No.
Go ahead. Jim in South L.A. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, this is not what. Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is not what I'm calling about, but I'd get rid of Aaron Donald and put Serena on there because Serena's just, it's
I
been
can't
such a
remember
long
if
time.
I had Aaron on there.
Right?
Did I have Aaron on there?
I don't recall.
If I didn't, I should have.
Should have, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think
she's got longevity.
Yeah, you're right.
She's got longevity. I love Lisa Leslie too, but Serena's got longevity. The finals have been awesome. Those two games have been great. I have a hard time rooting for San Antonio, but I understand how you guys love Wemby now. I was always like, he's good, but does he have any staying power? But I think he's going to have the staying power. He's been great, but they're not using him well, right? They've got to use him better and more effectively. But the games have been close, and it's almost nice not to have a dog in the fight because I can just enjoy the basketball.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping they turn it into a series tonight. I think Karl Anthony Towns has outplayed Wemby, which is surprising.
You're right.
And I would love to see them use a little bit more Luke Cornett to take on Towns while Wemby gets free both on defense and offense. I think that would be a difference maker for them tonight, but they do have to get Wemby more involved at both ends.
Here's Ryan in L.A. Hey, Ryan, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I was just wondering, for Brunson going to New York over Dallas and Austin Reeves potentially choosing L.A. over maybe a smaller or mid-sized market team,
right.
Do you think the amount they can make in endorsements in a bigger market, the difference for that would be enough to offset what they might have to give up to stay and give a hometown discount?
I do think that there are a few jobs in the world, Ryan. I'll use this one as an example. If you're the longtime quarterback of the Cowboys, you're set for life. Look at all the Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, Roger Staubach. If you're the face of the Lakers, you're set for life.
But see, he's not.
But if you're one of them, I mean,
he's definitely one of them. I mean, how much endorsement money do you think Austin Reeves can? I mean, he's a Laker, so I would imagine.
Well, I told that story earlier that he changed clothing companies. He got a shoe deal. Does he get those if he's playing in Utah?
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know.
True. I mean, I think ultimately the question is eternally with him is, can he be the second best player on a championship team?
Right.
That is going to be the question that's going to have to be answered, I assume, next season after he re-signs with the Lakers. Coming up next, Momo is in the midst of Madison Square Garden. Get ready for the Knicks tonight at home for the first time in a finals game since 1999. Momo's coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, Toyota and the Lakers have been in business together for 50 years. As part of that, Toyota has the We Make It Easy sales event going on right now. Whether you're looking for a Camry, a RAV4, a plug-in hybrid, any of the trucks, the Tacoma, they're all there, and they're all on sale, every single one of them. More choices, more capability, more ways to make the most of summer. And everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. You can explore the full lineup, compare features side by side. Of course, you can always stick your head into a Southern California Toyota dealer, and they'll take care of you. But there's one of two ways for you to get yourself a Toyota. Don't miss the great deals built for summer during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
It's World Cup week and the wait is finally over. The 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off Thursday as host Mexico takes center stage against South Africa at the iconic Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. And later that night, LAFC star Son Heung-min begins his World Cup journey as South Korea faces Czech Republic in a key group stage matchup. Then on Friday, all eyes turn to the U.S. men's national team as they open up their World Cup campaign against Paraguay, looking to make a strong start at SoFi Stadium. The biggest tournament in the world of sport is here. Keep it locked right here to ESPN LA as the summer of soccer is just getting started.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace. And I'm Ireland. You know, we know Jacob and Ronnie. We've known him for a long time. And most of all, we trust him. Here's the thing. If you get in an accident, within the first 30 seconds, they're going to try and get you to take a deal that isn't in your best interest. Let's talk about some of the red flags that you should be on the lookout for. The insurance companies will rush you to settle. They'll record all your conversations. They'll downplay your pain. They'll delay any payment that you have coming, and they blame you early. If you call Jacob at 800-345-6789, none of that happens.
No, count on Jacob. If you can count, you can get to Jacob. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob, 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This Father's Day, put the focus on Dad's happy place, his garage. Shop more ways to organize, more ways to build, and more ways to spend time together. With low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him a rolling toolbox or a wall-mounted organizer to keep it all in place. Or save on power tools like the Ryobi 2-tool driver drill combo kit for just $99. Make Father's Day about building something together with a little help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, don't you know who I am? You're not responding to me?
I'm Steve Mason.
Exactly.
Mason and Ireland.
What? It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
Back to the guys.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
You know she's in a New York state of mind. She's at Madison Square Garden already.
Well, I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Because apparently security at Madison Square Garden tonight is going to be pretty insane. And ladies and gentlemen, joining us from the press room in MSG is Ramona Shelburne. Hi, Momo.
Hey, you guys. I mean, ESPN has some good security, let me tell you. And for the first time in a long time, I got here way too early. Or got anywhere way too early.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not you. But
tonight, what needed to be.
What's it like outside the building? Have people already started to gather? I mean, it's 1:15 in L.A. It's 1:18 right now, Momo. The game starts in 4 hours. Actually, a little 4.5 hours.
I'm staying at like 28th and 6th, so fairly close to the Garden, which is at like 33rd
you could
and
walk.
8th, right?
Yeah.
I could walk, but I sprained my ankle, so I can't right now. So I have to, waddle along with my boot on and stuff. And I said to ESPN, I said, hey, I might need a little extra help. And my colleagues have been like carrying my bag for me. It's very nice. So I just drafted off other more important people than me. It was so great. Like I got the security guard who was like, hey, we're doing Stephen A show. And he just kept dropping that name. And it worked, and we just got in. I just let the security guard do all the work. And you had to have the right. I looked good because I did NBA Today, so I made sure to just kind of draft off the people who were coming from that and the security, and we just got inside. But let me tell you guys, 2:00 in New York, leaving my hotel 6 blocks away, they were already shutting streets down.
Wow.
My Uber could not get through. I had to pull out my credential and talk my way past a New York City police barricade just to get to where I was going.
And so in 2 hours, that's going to be even worse.
Oh, God. I don't know how anyone's going to get inside. I really don't. I'm a media person with credentials and ESPN security. I don't know how anybody with just a ticket is going to get in.
So, Momo, I was just in New York a couple weeks ago. They were waiting to see who they were going to play, San Antonio or OKC. And I'm telling you, the town was on fire. There were banners everywhere. Every bar has a watch party. There are Jalen Brunson jerseys hanging all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Describe sort of the vibe in New York City right now. Well,
I did a whole deep dive on Brunson today. It's probably too long for you to read, but I'll tell you some of the highlights, okay? So I'm into the music, right? I'm into the song New York, New York.
Sure.
Did you know that it was originally done by Liza Minnelli?
Yes, I
It's
do.
Not just a Frank Sinatra song. And the Liza Minnelli song is a totally different vibe to it. It's kind of like she's this star who's sort of desperate to make it, and it's a little thirsty, her version of it.
Yep.
Whereas Sinatra's song is like really confident, and he's really he's swaggering, and he's got the brass horns and all that. And that was just a couple years later. And I think that's the difference between Dallas Jalen Brunson and New York Jalen Brunson. Like, he's just already arrived. He's confident. He's the king of New York. Like, everybody loves him. But the reason why I think they love him is that he's 6'2" and stocky and doesn't really look like an NBA star. He says he's not an NBA star. Like, that whole song, this whole New York ethos, right? Or whatever you want to say. Like, the reason why people love it when you make it in New York is because you had to earn it.
Sure.
Like, you don't really get given things here. If you're a Broadway singer, it means you beat out thousands of other people who are also really good. Like, it's, nothing is given in this town. And so I think that's why Jalen Brunson connects so deeply. He's just he has to earn every shot. He has to earn every inch on the court, and he doesn't make anything look easy. Right? I mean, you don't watch him and go, wow, that was effortless.
Yeah, no, no.
And I think that's why he connects so well.
Yeah, I mean, I think, having lived there, I think New York is the most competitive town in the country. Like, you are fighting and competing.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, it's a fight to get to work. It's a fight to get to the theater district. It's a fight to get to a restaurant.
And that's reflected in the fan base.
And,
You're right.
And the fans have that sort of energy to them. There's a competitiveness to them.
Totally.
So,
I got a quote from Fan Leibovitz in the story, and she goes, listen, Jalen Brunson is all of us. She goes, New York is a hard place to live. It's hard just to finding a dry cleaner is a triumph. Okay, even if you can find one, getting there, you pack like sardines on the subway. I mean, I think that's why this Knicks team is connecting so much, and why honestly I'm really shocked. But John, you and I have been saying this all the time. Like when you see a team that's on a heater like this, it just picks up a level of momentum that you kind of have to just smile and reflect on and have fun with.
So the first time I met Karl Anthony Towns, Momo introduced me to him.
Oh.
You were talking to him in the hallway at what was then Staples Center. And he just seems like a great guy. We ended up talking to him for like 10 minutes. But we had a call earlier in the show saying, why did the Wolves trade Karl Anthony Towns? And the answer I gave, I'm curious if you agree or you would give a different one. I said, because they tried to get to the finals with him and they couldn't do it. And they thought that group had peaked. And my real answer is, I think he's playing the best basketball of his career right now. I think he is peaking at exactly the right time. What do you think?
100%. And listen, Karl Towns was the number 1 draft pick. Like, this is not an underdog story.
Right.
I mean, Jalen Brunson was the 33rd pick in the draft. But when Anthony Edwards got to Minnesota, Karl Towns just very happily allowed Anthony Edwards to be the alpha of that team. He doesn't need to be the best. I mean, he doesn't need to be your face of the franchise. I think he's fine in that spotlight. He was fine when he was that guy in Minnesota, but I think he's better cast as the second best player on your team or a supporting player. And I think here in New York, he's great letting Jalen be the captain. It's all good. Although in this series, if you took a vote after the first 2 games, I think Towns would get a lot of votes for MVP because of the way he's played on both sides of the ball.
Right. I think he'd win it. I'm with you.
So what do you make of the fact that Wemby was seen sketching a statue in a park? I guess this was yesterday. He's got a different way of approaching everything.
I don't know how he can go out in New York right now. I really don't. Like, I'm just picturing it's crazy around here, but like even just setting foot outside of his hotel room, everybody knows who he is. He's 7'5".
Yeah.
Like there's no hiding. You can't just put on a hoodie, everybody knows that's Wemby. So I'm sure he had a lot of security with him and stuff. And I know he probably wanted to connect to nature and do some sketching, but you could like sketch inside your hotel room. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a little bit weird.
Yeah, it is odd. It is odd. Are you surprised that Wemby, I think it's fair to say he's been outplayed by Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
Is it just is it inexperience? Is it not knowing what it's like to play at this sort of altitude, at this leverage? What's going on with him?
I think Karl is actually really good, and he outweighs him by maybe they're listed about the same weight, but Karl has a lot more beef. You know what I mean? And Wemby, for as talented as he is, he tends to settle for jumpers. He settles on the 3-point line. If you shove him around and you move him around, like he's going to stay outside. And thus far, he's fallen into the Knicks trap there between Karl Towns and Robinson guarding him. And then on the other side of the ball, I think he hasn't been the same defensive guy. And one of the things I'll tell you about Towns, he and I've talked a little bit, and he said, I said, Karl, how are you getting by Wemby? Have you noticed how many times he's gotten by him on the first step?
The blow-by rate is unbelievable.
And sometimes Wemby still recovers and blocks him from behind or something. And Karl says, because I'm not afraid of getting blocked. Like, if he blocks me, he blocks me. But you just have to go. And I think that mentality is so freeing when you're not afraid of the embarrassment of getting blocked or the consequence of getting blocked. It's kind of freeing.
Ramona Shelburne is with us. She's in New York City at Madison Square Garden 4.5 hours before tip. That's how crazy the security is there. Ramona, I'm the only one on the show who thinks the Spurs could come back and win this thing. I think if they win one game tonight, I think that gives them confidence. Everybody else thinks the series is over. What say you?
I think that we shouldn't pick against a hot streak, but I will say this. Tonight is the most important game because New York, sometimes this pressure at home, like Sprewell and I were talking for this story that I did, Sprewell. Let me use his full name, Latrell Sprewell and I.
Yeah.
Okay. He said sometimes it's harder to play at the Garden because of everything that's here, like because of all the security, because of all the celebs, because they see all the same stuff that we see, the $10,000 ticket prices and, everybody, how much is on this for the city and all that. Sometimes they play better on the road because it's just a little less chaotic. But I think that tonight is the one where if they lose on this stage, now you're not just losing one game and going down 2-1. You're losing a 13-game winning streak. You're losing the momentum that you have in this series. You're losing the mental edge.
Right.
Like the other team thinks that they have a shot now. So if they win, if San Antonio gets this one tonight, I think it's a series. I think they could win 2 here. I mean, these teams are fairly evenly matched. It's just New York is just playing a lot better.
All right, so a lot of stars go to these games, Momo. Who will you be trying to meet tonight?
Okay, so I don't think they're even letting us on the court at all because Trump is here. I know he's in a sweep, but they said no one non-essential gets on the court pregame, so I'm just not going to bother. But last time I was here, I was very excited to meet Martha Stewart. She sits courtside.
She's very cool.
And I did not turtle. I went right up to her and I just said, I've always loved your work. I'm sorry to bother you. I just wanted to tell you how I'm a big fan. And, and I didn't turtle. And she didn't really have much to say back to me. There was no recognition. She had no idea who I was. And I just kept on moving, but I was proud of myself that I didn't turtle. So that's good. That's one of their fun. Yeah, she was Martha Stewart.
I had one of those where I won't say the person, but I had one of those where I met a famous person. I was like, I'm Steve Mason, ESPN. Nice to meet you. And she was like, could not have been less interested. She did shake my hand, but nothing at all. But I don't want to say who that is.
Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it rhymes with Bennett Nenning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Momo, what happens tonight?
I think the Knicks will win. I don't know. They're just on one.
Yep, they are on one. That's for sure. I'm a little jealous of you. I wish I was there. I think it's going to be a blast.
I know.
We're going to talk to Ben Lyons next hour if he hasn't passed out yet.
Oh, my God.
I don't think he's
even
slept for a week.
I mean, every single day I get an all-caps tweet 3 times a day of what he's eaten and how many hours are left to tip off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's ridiculous.
That's awesome when your team finally gets there. All right. Hey, Momo, have a great time tonight. Appreciate it. By the way, Momo's piece about Jalen Brunson is on ESPN.com right now. I've set aside a couple of days to read it. Thanks, Momo.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
See ya.
Ramona Shelburne, the Ramona Shelburne at Madison Square Garden. Coming up next for you, perfect just might not be good enough for Shohei Ohtani. We'll explain coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The personalities you know.
The teams you love.
First down throw, right side screen. Puka with blockers. The 10, the 5. Now they're cooking with gas. Touchdown Puka Nacua. Touchdown LA from down 21.
The teams you love.
The station you spend time with every day.
LA's mega sports station.
ESPN LA 710 and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Eat, play, stay, and cheer this summer as the world's biggest football tournament comes to LA. Head over to LA Live to enjoy food and drink offerings from over 20 restaurants and watch every match. Catch every soccer moment this summer with your favorite crew. Big matches call for big flavors, so grab your table, order another round, and let's cheer on the world. The action begins July 11th through July 19th. See you at LA Live.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in-store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football. 710 ESPN.
I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York.
That is the Liza Minnelli version of New York, New York, which was, John, I just happen to know, written by the songwriting team of Pander and Ebb. It was written for the movie New York, New York, which is a Scorsese movie with Robert De Niro and Liza Minnelli that came out in the late 70s. Sinatra picked it up and turned it into a gigantic hit.
To an anthem.
Gets played all over the place. If you want to go down a rabbit hole, for the 1976 bicentennial celebration, Liza Minnelli stood in the middle of Yankee Stadium and did this song and just blew the roof off the place. Well, there was no roof, but she was fantastic. The countdown is on this Friday. ESPN LA, we're all taking over Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate pre-match tailgate before the U.S. men's national team opens play in Los Angeles. You can catch me, Andy, and Sue Cravens live from noon to 3, followed by DeMarco, Travis, and Geeter from 3 to 6, presented by Angelica's Insurance, your hometown coverage team. Visit angelicasins.com. Let me just make sure I get this right. Angelicas-ins.com or call 888-717-0773 for your free quote today. Again, that is Friday, Hollywood Park Casino. All right, so, John, you pointed out today that Shohei Ohtani has already fallen well behind Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies in terms of total innings pitched.
Yeah, it's not bad now, but it's going to get bad at the rate they're going. He's 25 innings behind Sanchez.
Yep.
But the problem is Sanchez is pitching every 5 days, and Ohtani's pitching once a week. He's pitching once every 7 days.
Yes.
So Dylan Hernandez wrote an article that says, Shohei can be perfect. He can be he can not give up another run for a month, but he might not have enough innings to compete with the leaders because Sanchez is putting up similar numbers. What do you think?
Look, Sanchez is unbelievable. Had the long scoreless streak, all that stuff. Don't you add? Does it not impact your Cy Young vote if the guy hits 30 home runs too?
Nope.
Doesn't.
It is a pitching award only.
Brian, what do you think?
Kind of with John on that one. It is, for the terms of the award, it is pitching only.
Yeah, I think right now probably he's probably more likely to win MVP than Cy Young.
Yeah, and I would actually say that more likely than Sanchez to win MVP is Jacob Mizorowski in Milwaukee. I mean, if you keep an eye
Mizorowski's crazy
on this kid, he is just, I mean, he's throwing 102, 103 miles an hour on almost every pitch.
Yesterday was 103.7 over the weekend was his fastball, which is just insane. Mizorowski is terrific. Sanchez is terrific.
But Mizorowski's pitched 71 innings. Ohtani's pitched 61.
That's ballpark.
But Chris Sale, 72 innings. Paul Skeens, 70. So he's in the neighborhood. But the problem is we're sitting here on June 8th.
Right.
As the season plays out, Shohei's going to get more. There's going to be more and more distance between Shohei and these other guys.
But the thing that's hard to deny is that Shohei has only given up 5 earned runs. 11 starts, 5 earned runs.
Yeah, but the other guys are similar. Not that good.
No,
but
not that. No, I don't think anybody else is under 1. He's under 1.
Yeah, if he ends the season with, let's just say he ends the season with 30 less innings pitched.
Yes.
But he has the lowest ERA in baseball. That has to mean something. Because ERA is the most important thing as a pitcher.
Yeah, ERA ratio, those people look at those things. And it's certainly not about wins and losses anymore. Cy Young really is irrelevant from, guys under 500 have won the Cy Young Award, like Zach Greinke. So the record isn't important. But in terms of earned run average, John, guys have won. I think Brandon Woodruff won the Cy Young Award throwing 160 innings. I think Ohtani's going to reach 160 innings. And if he is superior in terms of strikeouts, strikeout rate, and in terms of earned run average, I still think Shohei can win it.
Okay, so here's Mizorowski.
Yep.
His ERA for the season is 1.5, but
that's double Shohei's, by the way.
Over his last 7 games, his ERA is 0.20. He's allowed 1 earned run in his last 45 innings.
That's amazing.
Marking the lowest ERA by any starting pitcher in Major League Baseball over a 7-game span since the mound was lowered in 1969. So that's why I think if he keeps it up, Mizorowski's the favorite. I mean, no one's done that in 50 years.
I know, but Sanchez gave Oral Hershiser's record a run, too.
Right. But 1 run in 45 innings. Him and Shohei are basically the same.
Right. Well, Shohei's given
Mizorowski pitches more.
Shohei's given up 5 all year and has an earned run average half of Mizorowski's.
Right.
By the way, let me just think about that again. Shohei's ERA is half of Mizorowski's ERA.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. But innings are going to figure into it.
But also, I think maybe if you're weighing innings and load on these guys, so like the load of Ohtani's role, I know we don't consider baseball, but the hitting part of it. The writers and the people that are voting are going to consider the load that he has to bear on this team.
100%. I do think the fact that he is an offensive player is going to make a difference, despite the fact that it's a pitching
award. If we counted his innings
that
as
doesn't
a
make any
batter,
sense.
Well, the demand on him is higher than it is on anybody else,
but
because he's got to go out there and
his 30 home runs don't have anything to do with his pitching. I mean,
yes, it does, because it's wear and tear in your body and the ability for him to still pitch well.
But if you're a voter and you're not even looking at his hitting stats. If you're a voter, you're looking at his pitching stats. Right?
Isn't it hard to not think of his hitting stats?
Sure.
I mean, I think if I was a Cy Young Award winner,
but that's why you have MVP. Give Shohei the MVP. Give Mizorowski the Cy Young.
Even so, earned run average. His earned run average is half of Jacob Mizorowski's, right?
Right. But over the last 7 starts, Mizorowski's been better.
Mizorowski 7-2, Sanchez is 6-2, Shohei 6-2.
Yeah. So over the last 7 starts, Mizorowski's been the best pitcher in baseball, and both guys have only pitched 10.
Right. Okay, but you're saying Mizorowski's only thrown 10 more innings than Shohei. Right now, I give it to Shohei.
Yeah, right now?
Yeah, at this moment, I give it to Shohei.
Dylan Hernandez's point is, as the season drags on, these other guys are going to pile up more innings than him, and if the numbers are identical, one of those other guys will win.
Yeah, which by the way, I think is fine. I don't think you should do anything but a 7-man rotation or 6-man rotation.
So you wouldn't alter it?
Absolutely
What about,
not.
who was it that gave us the idea? We were talking, it might have been Katie Wu. We were talking to somebody that said, actually, when September rolls around, they may ramp Shohei up because he's going to have to pitch more. He's going to have to pitch every 4 days in the postseason, so they may do that in September, and that could win it for him.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Shohei, though, is he's thrown at least 6 innings every start except for 1. He had a 5-inning start. Everything else has been at least 6 innings. So he is throwing meaningful innings, and with an earned run average, half of those guys, I think he's certainly in the chase. I think MVP. It's hard for me to imagine somebody else winning an MVP over Shohei.
At this point.
At this point.
Yeah.
Because he's hitting.
So we got to take a break, because coming up next.
Oh, that's right.
Is our friend Ben Lyons. Now, Mason and I have known Ben for more than 20 years.
Yep.
There is nothing that is more important to Ben than the New York Knicks. Nothing.
Nope.
And the fact that he's in New York, living there, and the Knicks are in the finals, you may hear a person become completely unglued.
Oh, this is great.
On this show next.
Okay, stick with us for somebody completely unglued. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
If I gave Ben right now a giant bottle of Blue Ice vodka commemorating the United States' 250th birthday and Blue Ice's 25th anniversary. Ben is so high on life right now, so excited about the Knicks, I think he might be able to guzzle it straight. That big bottle, Emily, that I gave you the other day, I think Ben could just shoot the thing. He doesn't know what day it is, what time it is. I don't think he's slept in a week. But Blue Ice vodka would hit the spot. Blue Ice is the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes and pure Snake River aquifer water. My wife, they're all leaving today, but my wife has had a bunch of tennis girls up there, and they dusted all the Blue Ice. When I get there tonight, there'll be none.
Good for them.
0. I'm proud of them. Blue Ice is made from potatoes. Most vodka is made from corn. When you make it from potatoes, it's smoother. It's creamier. It has no burn. Gluten-free. Made from non-GMO potatoes. No added sugar. Blue Ice vodka. Check it out today. Ask for it by name. I get mine at Ralph's. It's available wherever you buy vodka. Blue Ice. The best from Idaho.
This morning on Unsportsmanlike, my blood pressure was rising on why Wemby isn't dunking the ball more. He's 7'5". Don't make yourself 6'5". We will find out tonight if the Spurs can win Game 3 at the Garden. NBA Finals happening tonight, and we are reacting bright and early on Unsportsmanlike. Plus, on this morning's show, our producers were wearing ankle socks. Makes you wonder whether DeMarco Farr is an ankle sock guy or a full sock guy. Don't miss the first morning show on ESPN LA. Chris Canty, Michelle Spallman, and me, Evan Cohen, plus Grumpy Nuno, Pat the producer, and more. 3 to 7 a.m. on LA's mega sports station, ESPN LA.
I took Mom to catch a ball game. Is it time to pick her up yet? Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center has the lowest price gas around.
Number 2.
Happy Hour at Mosen. Half-price drinks, Monday through Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m., Friday, noon to 5 p.m.
And the number 1 reason.
Get ready to rock with the best tribute bands in SoCal. Every Thursday at Oasis Pool.
Morongo, good times.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I'm not a prude. You are. I'm not.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I do not believe I am at all prude. I'm like the least prudish person you know.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Ladies and gentlemen, lifelong New York Knicks fan. Got to be out of his mind right now, getting ready for Game 3 tonight at Madison Square Garden. Ben Lyons on the line. Hey, Ben, what's up, man?
Oh, what's up, Los Angeles? The New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals. Life is good. Great to be on Mason in Ireland. What's up, Steve? Thanks for having me on.
Sure.
Buddy.
Ben,
how are you? You feeling good? You loving life?
Yeah, everything's great, man.
The one person we talk about the most throughout this Knicks run is you.
Yeah.
I don't. All right, be honest with me. Are you even sleeping? Like, do you go to sleep excited and wake up excited? Or how has this taken over your life?
I'm not sleeping. I'm not eating. We are bathing consistently,
Good.
which is awesome. But this is an all-in, a family affair. You know, John, my sister's dialed in. sent me photographs this morning of her 2-year-old. She's got all the bracelets, orange and blue, up and down her arms. My dad's locked in, my mom. I'm with my man Stumbo, the coach of the Jamaican national team, one of the assistants. We're walking down 6th Avenue right now. He's here. Everybody's here. Everybody's welcome. We're all a part of this. This is actually happening in real time.
So describe what you're looking. You said you're walking down 6th Avenue. I assume you're walking towards Madison Square Garden. What's the scene like? Describe it.
Police barricades, Jalen Brunson jerseys everywhere, Samuel Dalembert jerseys.
Wow.
Okay? That's how deep down the number 11 rabbit hole we're going here.
Yeah.
Frank Ntilikina jerseys. I'm
Frankie
literally.
Smokes.
It's funny, guys. This run for this Knicks group, I believe part of it is being defined by the content creation, the outfits. I'm walking here. The Knicks are in the finals.
I'm walking here.
The content creation, the outfits, the fashion. That's all a part of it. So people have their Monday bests on today, walking the city. That's for sure.
So, are you getting inside the Garden tonight? Are you inside the Garden?
Steve, you and I think, have known each other 20 years.
Yep.
I was on the radio with you talking about Alexei Shved and Clee Anthony earlier.
True.
Of course I'm going to the Garden tonight, Steve. What are you talking about?
Well,
It's the most famous arena.
I hear it's
The
pretty.
last time
I hear
the
it's
Knicks
pretty
were in the
spendy,
NBA
Ben.
Finals, I bombed my SATs the last time the Knicks were in the finals.
Wow.
Okay, this is how long this has been. So
Ben,
yes, we figured it out. We're very lucky and fortunate
Okay.
and feeling blessed today.
All right. Having said all that, how much? What's your number? How much would I have to pay you to buy your ticket? And don't say you don't have a number. Everybody's got a number. You're not. If I was going to give you $1 billion, you would give me the ticket. What would it cost me to get that ticket out of your hands?
Knowing that my lady is listening to this radio interview right now, I am going to give you a sensible $100,000.
Oh,
but you know what? I
figures.
would be mad at you if you didn't take $100,000. If somebody you have
right.
Your life is growing, your family's getting bigger. But, you need that's a good reason.
But you know what,
answer.
Ben? Life is about the experience, man. I don't blame you for being there and being in the middle of it and being part of it, and whatever it costs to get in there. To be part of it, I think, has got to be really, really special. And life is about experiences.
You're so right, Mason. Thank you so much. You're the one guy at that station who still lives the Gen Pop life. You will go to the Dodger game, sit in the bleachers. John Ireland has not gone to a sporting event outside of a media suite since the 90s, okay?
Right.
You get it. I love that you live the real fan life and you appreciate it. And
unless there's a suite. Unless there's a suite. If you can put me in a suite, then I'm there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, when did you allow yourself to believe this was even possible? Certainly during the Atlanta series, you had to be a little bit worried when they were on the ropes. And ever since then, they've been this. Mike Breen called it a magic carpet ride. That's a great term. Ben, you're a pretty discerning Knicks fan. Yeah, I mean, as much as you pump them up, you're a realist. When did you say, you know what? We could win it?
Honestly, the end of the other night when he missed the jump shot, when Wembanyama missed the 15 elbow footer, I said, they're up 2-0 in the NBA Finals going back to the Garden. That's when it felt real, because we haven't had these nail-biter games that you traditionally have on a playoff run. We've had these blowout games, so they haven't felt like real games. So that felt like a real nail-biter, and it was almost like we just beat them in a high school game on the road. Let's get our stuff and get on the bus and get out of here before they start throwing rocks at the windows, you know?
Right.
So that's when it felt like, they're up 2-0 and they're coming back home. This might be done on Wednesday. I got friends who are talking about flying in for the parade this weekend. What are we doing here?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
All right. So, Ben, this is the ultimate litmus test here. Every Knick fan I know, and you're at the top of this list, you, our buddy Richard Schiff, Max Kellerman, all these guys that grew up in New York that are Knicks fans.
Whoa. Challenge flag on the field. ESPN Los Angeles, Max Kellerman, the Knicks fan.
Well, he says he is.
Whoa. Hey, you know what? Fine. Everybody's welcome. Sure. Max, he loves the orange and blue. Sure.
All right.
Jeff from Tarzana, big Knicks fan. Great.
Okay. Yeah. You'll know where I'm going when I get this question. None of you over the years have had anything good to say about James Dolan. If the Knicks win the title, does Dolan cross over for Knicks fans? In other words, will people say, Yeah, he's made mistakes, but he finally got it right. He did whatever did. Whether it was hiring Leon Rose, whether it was hiring Mike Brown, whether it was going all in on Brunson, when he traded 5 picks for Mikal Bridges, everybody said, you're crazy. It looks like it's going to work. Will Dolan get a reprieve if the Knicks win it?
Build a golden statue of a kazoo outside of the Garden. Are you kidding me?
Really? Wow.
JD and the straight shots belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
All is forgiven. Do you guys understand? You're Laker fans. You live in Lakerland. You work with the Lakers. You guys do this all the time. We have generations of winning. We have generations of trauma that can all be healed after 8 more quarters of basketball. All is forgiven. All are welcome. Are you kidding me? This is like, guys, Steve, you know me. Not just like a radio.
Oh, no, I know. I know. And by the way, I remember you broadcasting from the blue carpet, introducing people as they came into Madison Square. Like, you've been there years and years now.
The first 10 messages you ever left me ended with "Go Knicks." Even when we were talking about golf. I mean, we were talking about it had nothing to do with the Knicks. Hey, Ireland, I'll see you tomorrow, 8:30, Mountain Gate, go Knicks.
So how can I be mad that they traded first-round picks for Andrea Bargnani 10 years ago? And Dolan kicked out, Jay. No, I don't care. Like, it's all – he's giving out basketballs on 7th Avenue after the game.
By the way, if I wanted right now to walk down the street and buy a Jalen Brunson jersey, are they even in stock or have they all sold out? Is Knicks gear readily available?
They're getting sold out every day. They're reloading them every day at the NBA store, at the Garden store. But the key is it's New York City. People are trying to make a buck. It's the bootleggers. It's the guys on the street selling the shirts that they made at home.
Yep.
That's been the thing to get your hands on. And if you buy an extra large, it might be a schmedium by the morning, but that's where the styles are. But yeah, it's everywhere, man. It's Jeremy Lin's coming back to the Garden tonight.
Linsanity!
First time as a fan in his life.
Good for him.
Linsanity.
That's very cool.
I don't know if Langston Galloway's making the flight from Italy, but there are going to be a lot of Knick legends.
If there's a Michael Doliak sighting, then you know that it's all gone off the rails. Ben, so happy for you,
man. Have a blast.
Thanks, guys.
We definitely want to talk to you through this thing. I mean, I assume.
Oh, Ben, what happens tonight? What do you think? Yeah. Are you feeling good or feeling nervous or both?
Guys, I feel amazing. This team has not lost in a month and a half. Like, of course they're going to win tonight. The place is going to be unreal. It's unlike any other sporting event. We've never had a sitting U.S. president at an NBA final in my recollection. So I think the atmosphere is going to win the game, and I think these young Spurs kids are going to be deer in headlights and look for the Knicks to win by 20. And I'm feeling great.
Nice.
So I would love to be on with you guys throughout all of this.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk to you, man.
Stay awake.
By the way,
you're going to be our parade correspondent if they win it. So just keep your phone on.
I'm not going to be David Singer and you put me through a car wash live on the radio. But we'll do something close.
But you are our guy covering the finals, Ben. Thank you very much. Have a blast tonight, man.
Have fun tonight.
I love you guys. Mason in Ireland, Los Angeles. Thanks for having me on. Enjoy the NBA Finals featuring the New York Knicks.
You bet. New York Knicks. Thank you, man.
Yeah, so great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So happy
when
for
your
him.
Team finally comes through after all those years. By the way, you can.
And he never jumped.
No,
he never jumped. When he moved to LA, he said he was an Eagles fan.
Yeah,
and he said, "I'm so sick of the Eagles doing stupid stuff. I'm switching to the Rams." But he said, I can't give up the Knicks.
Yeah.
And he never did.
Nope.
I've been texting him and Richard Schiff on a group text about the Knicks for 10 years.
Really?
And now these guys have their team in the finals.
Oh, good
very
for them.
happy for those guys.
Yeah, very good. By the way, I picked San Antonio, but I think it would be cool if the Knicks win. By the way, the one thing about a Knicks championship parade is it actually is a ticker tape parade.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
Something of the canyon.
Canyon of the
It's got the word canyon.
Canyon
in
of the big buildings. Yeah, and they have the ticker tape. Hey, speaking of big events, you can tune in tonight for Road to the Cup after the NBA Finals Game 3 here on ESPN LA. Dave Denholm and Mario Ruiz are bringing you previews, analysis, and reaction from soccer's biggest tournament and its biggest matchups. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. By the way, tomorrow, brand new Mason Plus podcast. It is my World Cup preview. Andres Cantor, voice of Soccer Plus, both Pepe Mantilla and Dave Denholm on that show. That'll come out tomorrow as we get ready for the World Cup. Starts on Thursday, and of course Friday is Team USA versus Paraguay at SoFi Stadium. Coming up next for you is Fast Track, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
It's World Cup week and the wait is finally over. The 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off Thursday as host Mexico takes center stage against South Africa at the iconic Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. And later that night, LAFC star Son Heung-min begins his World Cup journey as South Korea faces Czech Republic in a key group stage matchup. Then on Friday, all eyes turn to the U.S. men's national team as they open up their World Cup campaign against Paraguay, looking to make a strong start at SoFi Stadium. The biggest tournament in the world of sport is here. Keep it locked right here to ESPN LA as the summer of soccer is just getting started.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
After a crash, you are on the spot. You got to make the right decisions.
So count on peace of mind. Count on Jacob. Here's what I mean. 800-345-6789. Mace, you just count to 9.
Exactly. Count on a plan. Count on a team that moves fast. Count on Jacob.
Accident or injury. Call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm. Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of June 8th. And this is going to be another huge week. Cosm Week. Both the NBA and NHL Finals must-watch games are in the Dome. The Spurs, the Knicks, the Golden Knights, and the Hurricanes will be laying it on the line. And the best place to see it unfold in shared reality is at Cosm. Every dunk, every slap shot is bigger and better on Cosm's gigantic 87-foot wraparound LED display. Go to Cosm.com to secure your seats right now. There's still room in the hall to catch the start of exciting FIFA World Cup action with Mexico versus South Africa on Thursday beginning at noon. And on Friday when Paraguay takes on USA at 6 p.m. And while you're locking in your tickets for all the great sporting events at Cosm, don't forget to get your tickets for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in shared reality. Rediscover the enchanting world of Harry Potter as Cosm celebrates the 25th anniversary of the film's release. Plus, outstanding great food and drink, the Cosm deck, and so much more. Go to Cosm.com now before everything is sold out. That's your Cosm calendar.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, zoom, man.
All right, this is exciting news. They got information about a new movie coming out. It's called The Catch. It has just been greenlit, apparently. It's going to star Emma Stone and Chris Pine. And it's described as Bull Durham meets Notting Hill. Emma Stone's going to play the baseball's most hated woman, which means maybe she's an owner of a team, something like that. And guess who's going to play Emma Stone's little sister? Ashley Padilla.
Oh,
which I think
Ashley Padilla is hilarious.
Casting. I think she'd be
SNL.
perfect for that. Yeah, do you disagree, John?
I've never seen her in a movie.
Well, yeah, it might be the first role, but I believe that she is perfect casting
like
to play
her.
Emma Stone's
She's
little
an
sister.
innings eater on SNL for sure.
Dave McCrary is going to be the director of the movie, and then it's also being written by one of the women who is the lead, co-runners of Hacks. So So it looks like it's going to be a little bit more of Emma Stone stretching her rom-com muscles yet again. Chris Pine is lovely. I'm very excited about this. How are you guys?
I think Emma Stone is the greatest star of her generation. She's already won 2 Academy Awards. She's still in her 30s, right? Isn't she still in her 30s?
Yes.
Amazing. I will watch anything Emma Stone does. A baseball movie we haven't had in a while. When was the last baseball movie we had? It's been a while.
42 is more recent than Moneyball, right?
About the same.
Yeah, about the same time.
Yeah.
But it's been a few years since we've had a baseball
Both those movies are great. 42 and Moneyball.
I like seeing Emma Stone back in the rom-com juices. I really like that version of her, like the crazy, stupid love era. I mean, even the Superbad. She's a very funny person. And so I'm excited to see her in not like a kooky Yorgos Lanthimos movie.
Yeah. Excellent. It's match day in L.A. this Friday. Join ESPN LA, all of us, at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate tailgate ahead of the opening match in Los Angeles. Team USA versus Paraguay. Me, Andy Kamenetsky, and Sua Cravens live from noon to 3 at Hollywood Park Casino, followed by DeMarco, Travis, and Geeter from 3 to 6. It's all brought to you by Milagro Tequila. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila, please enjoy responsibly. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, speaking of the world of baseball here, it's a free fall, as they say in San Diego, lost 12 of 14 games. And on Saturday, Manny Machado had some comments about what the problem with baseball is. So let's take a listen.
I just wish we can get the analytics out the way. I think there's too many stats out there, too many stats, way too many numbers. I don't even know half of the stuff that goes up there. I look at the board sometimes, and I'm like, man, I even ask some of the guys, like, what is WCCVBB, whatever it is? Like what are these names that are being created? You know, I mean, it's just crazy to even keep up with.
Weighted expected on base percentage?
Is it? Is that what it is? Yeah, what is that?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I mean, the pitching stuff, like FIP or something like that, I think, right?
Fielding independent pitching.
Yeah, like, what is that?
That's taking out the defense to say this guy.
All right, so why would you have that stat?
To
Isn't
show
baseball
how much of a stud a guy really is.
Yeah, but it takes a team to win a ball game, and not just one person.
I think
one person could be that guy, right? So one person could carry a team, but this is a team sport. You don't win a championship by just one player. It takes a whole village to do it. So why are we creating these stats for? You know, I think that's the problem with baseball right now.
Yeah, you know, a question I would ask: what would Manny Machado know about winning a championship?
Yeah,
by the way, roasted.
What does he know about analytics? He's batting 174.
Yikes! With a negative WAR currently.
Yeah, I mean,
himself.
seriously, the guys that apply, and by the way, lots of Dodgers do. They're on their iPads and they're looking at the analytics stuff. Everybody uses the amount that they want to. Obviously, Manny Machado, his analytics are leading him to a batting average of 174 and an OPS of 617.
And that might be the worst contract in the league right now if he keeps that up. I mean, they're paying him like a max player, and he's hitting 176.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the wrong time to bitch about analytics if you're Manny Machado. Just go out and hit the baseball. He does not need any analytics right now.
Analytics are helpful, but I also feel like it has to be a marriage. And I think that he is maybe being one too far in the non-analytic corner, but I do think analytics, like you said, the numbers don't go play the game.
Correct.
The players play the games. There are more than just the numbers on how wins and losses happen. Like, I don't think Freddie Freeman hitting that home run, the walk-off home run in that World Series against the Yankees was all analytically driven.
No.
But it happened.
In fact, Freddie Freeman is not, for example, an iPad guy. He doesn't spend a lot of time on the iPad looking at pitchers and looking at at-bats. Neither is Kyle Tucker. Other guys, they live on those iPads. They want to see it. They want to analyze it. They want to figure out a better way to approach it. Guys, the Dodgers organization is using analytics, and they're using them better than anybody. And every player takes as much in as they want to take in. And obviously, Manny Machado doesn't want any of them, so he doesn't need them, but that doesn't affect everybody else.
But I also think there's a difference between the Dodgers organization using the stats and, like, the players having to know everything about this. So, like, say, for example, if I'm a great baseball player and I've been playing and I played before the age of analytics or whatever, but I'm still playing now, I'd rather have someone just, like, translate to me what this analytics means. So it's like, hey, you know, I don't need to know my WPCC, whatever that stat is, but hey, move to the right a little bit more, and then you're going to be, better in this position. I think there's that's what the Dodgers do well, though. Is I believe they have, someone talked about this. They have coaches and people to, like, basically break it down and give it to the players in a more bite-sized way. They don't need to know the exact percentage, but how does that percentage translate to better play?
Right. And I think, like, for example, some of the stuff, OPS plus is not a stat that any player needs. You don't need that yourself. You don't need weighted runs. You don't need those numbers. What you need is, figuring out pitcher tendencies, heat maps to determine where you're going to see pitches, sequencing patterns, what pitchers throw, breaking ball versus fast. And like all that stuff is the usable stuff. The rest of it is a way for us outside of the game to judge those players inside the game.
But inside the game, I was watching a couple months ago, there's on Sportsnet LA, there's a look back at the 88 Dodgers World Series.
Right.
And it talks about Kirk Gibson's home run in Game 1.
Sure.
And Gibson said that before every game, and this is before laptop computers or analytics or anything, but he said before every game, the scouts would prepare a notebook. They would type it out on pages and then Xerox the pages and give them to every player about what everybody's tendencies were. And Gibson said that day, one of the scouts came to him and said, he goes, I know this is super wonky, but if you get into a game late against Eckersley and the count gets to 3-2, he throws a backdoor slider every single time. Every single time for the first pitch on a 3-2 count. And Gibson remembered it, and he said, okay, according to those
backdoor
scouts,
slider.
I got a backdoor slider.
By the way, it's
coming.
Mel Didier is the guy that knew it.
And sure enough, he hit the horn. That's analytics.
That's pitch sequencing.
Right. And so it can be useful for sure.
It can definitely be useful. But I think people have the wrong idea about analytics. They've got this concept that the organization is being run by analytics. It's not. It's there's analytics and then there's
think about
there's scouting, which is different than analytics. There's actually person-to-person scouting. It doesn't have to be all analytics.
Remember the year the Astros beat the Dodgers?
Yes.
Because they knew what pitches were coming. You think that helped?
Yeah.
If you know what pitches are coming and you can figure that out through analytics, why not?
If you got a buzzer on your chest, is it analytics if you have a buzzer on your chest warning when you're going to get a breaking ball?
No, that's cheating.
Oh, cheating. That's a totally different
Let me ask
thing.
you this. Is it analytics if you plant trees and get paid $28 million for not even touching the tree?
That is
financial trickery. That's what it is.
That's trickery and deceit. Yes. All right, so this story broke today, and I think it's interesting. Texas Tech star Brendan Sorsby, who has dealt with a gambling issue, gambled about $90,000 as the backup quarterback at Indiana on a variety of games, but it included the team he was playing for. The NCAA, he went to a Texas judge and received an injunction today that will allow him to play. And Sorsby's attorneys demonstrated he's going to suffer probable imminent and irreparable injury if he's not allowed to play. So apparently he's been cleared to play, despite the fact that he has gambled on games that he has been a part of.
And here's one thing, too. He will miss the first 2 games of Texas Tech as a, hey, I did something wrong. I'm going to miss the first 2 games. By the way, those games are against Abilene Christian and Oregon State.
Okay. So in essence, is that a voluntary suspension?
A voluntary suspension.
Okay. I don't think this story's over. The guy bet on his own team.
Yep.
That's the line you can never cross.
Yes.
I hate canceling people more than anything, so I don't think the guy should be canceled, but he can't just walk right back out there. So the 2-game self-imposed suspension is smart, but I think it'll be expanded. I think he's got to miss a real game. He's got to miss a game against a good team.
Well, NCAA, if it was up to them, he would miss all of it.
He should not be playing. He should not be playing.
Yeah.
I don't care what the judge. I bet you the judge has season tickets to Texas Tech, by the way. It's a
Probably.
judge in Lubbock, Texas. There's no way he should be playing. Now, a gambling addiction is a terrible thing. He sought treatment. He got treatment. And he feels like he's handling it now. But the reality is of recovery of any kind is that you can relapse. And
it's a lifelong addiction.
Correct. And you can't, you hate to think that he could potentially relapse during the season. That's why I think, once you've gambled on your own games, I just don't think you can play anymore. And my heart goes out to the kid for going through rehabilitation and dealing with the issue of compulsive gambling. And I know a lot of people are dealing with that right now, but you can't play anymore. You just can't play.
But if there's no consequences if you're going to continue to be allowed to play and there's no consequences for that, more people are going to do it.
Correct. Like, for example, John, I'm trying to think who's one of those guys that was caught up in the gambling over
Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier. Okay. So what if Terry Rozier, after he was busted for going the overs and the unders and all that stuff,
right,
went to rehab and went and learned to deal with his compulsive gambling and came back and said, all right, well, I'm fixed. Now I'm ready to play. Would the league let him back?
It's a great question. I would, personally, because I believe in redemption. I don't think they would. I think they would say you broke the number one most unbreakable rule. You're done.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
I
would.
What
they
if
would not.
Pete Rose had gone to...
Well, you're asking the wrong guy. I would have reinstilled Pete Rose a long time ago.
Let's just say, would he have been reinstated if he at some point said, you know what, I've got a gambling addiction, and I'm going to go to rehab, and I'm going to deal with this, and I'm going to 12-step this thing, as they say, 12-step this thing, and I'm going to deal with my compulsive gambling. Would he have then gotten into the Hall of Fame?
100%. Matter of fact, he would have been reinstated into baseball. The reason that Pete Rose didn't is he never admitted it.
Right. Till very late, right?
And then got reinstated after he died.
After he died, yeah.
But
and where do you stand on it?
I think he should be done. I think he should be done playing college football. If an NFL team somehow wants to draft him, that's that NFL team's business.
Yep.
I think he should be done playing college football.
Yeah, I also think he should be done playing college football.
Do you guys agree with me that the story's not over?
100%.
Yeah.
That's why there are appeals courts and all that kind of stuff. Now,
I still think if he plays at all this season, I'm still shocked. I feel like this isn't like you said, isn't in the story. I think he still won't play. That's how I feel.
You think he won't play?
I think he still won't play.
I agree. I think he, in the end, will not play.
If you said, gun to my head, will this guy ever play in a game for Texas Tech? I would bet no.
And that doesn't mean he can't, submit himself for the NFL draft and go to training camp and all that kind of stuff. He can certainly totally do that. But I think he's lost the right to do that at the collegiate level.
I guess what his lawyer is arguing is that the money that he will miss out is like the undue stress on him that he won't have the opportunity again to redeem himself. The lawyer is arguing. But yeah, I think the judge clearly wanted this to work out for Brendan Source.
Yes, no question. All right, more Fast Track coming at you next as we get ready for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. You'll hear it right here on 710 ESPN and on the ESPN LA app. Coming up at 5:30 tonight, right after DeMarco and Travis. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
I know I'm not like Albert Einstein, but I'm not a stupid person. Okay, I'm not.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I'm not a dumb person. I would say.
No one would call you that.
I don't think so either. You put a tool in my hand, and I feel so helpless and stupid.
Okay, I got you.
Like, I'll call my dad. Hey, can you... my dad's like, it's easy. And my dad's really good at this stuff. And so I'm like, I can barely hold a screwdriver. I don't know how to do anything.
Did he not teach you?
You guys are just, do this.
I'm sorry.
I can't do it, Greg.
You.
If my dad was a rocket scientist, do you think that if my dad was a NASA engineer, it's like, well, just teach him how to do it? I can't do it.
Okay, I'm just asking why he didn't teach you when you were younger. This is how you use a hammer.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Mercado Gonzalez is your soccer fan paradise this summer, where every match tastes better.
Rams fans, D-Far here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Vroom, vroom, ma'am.
All right, so here's something on stupid things people can bid on, and it is a seat. Courtside seat from the Cavaliers, and you're like, oh, okay, a folding chair, weird, but sure. But it's a seat in which Taylor Swift sat on next to Travis Kelce when they sat courtside. So this chair is going up for auction.
Wow.
The auction started on June 5th, and it ends, the bidding closes on June 14th. So if anybody's looking for a chair out there, it closes at June 14th at 5 p.m. our time. It is currently at around $6,500. With 39 bids on it, so I'm assuming that'll go way up.
So this is the idea. Is this is a chair that
she at one point in time sat on while courtside at the Cavaliers.
Wow.
Playoff.
Cannot believe anybody would bid on this.
What's so funny is like
someone
sat
will.
on this chair.
Yeah, this is one of those memorabilia things that makes zero sense to me.
Exactly.
A million other people sat in that seat.
Did she autograph it or anything?
No.
I don't know if it's been authenticated. No, I don't know.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, and by the way, they could just give you any seat.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand the people. I have a friend who bought seats from old Yankee Stadium.
Okay, that's different because you're not buying because somebody's specifically butt sat there. You're buying just seats from that stadium.
From the stadium, right? I understand that aspect of, like, John, even that, I think you would get, right? Wouldn't you have... If you're a Yankee fan and you went to Yankee games at Old Yankee Stadium to buy a couple of seats, I understand having that in my house. I don't understand. Taylor Swift once sat here. I mean, I don't get that at all.
This is one that I wouldn't pay 10 cents for.
Speaking of sitting, do you ever go to the Mission Inn in Riverside?
Of course.
One of my very favorite spots.
Every room is a theme.
Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful. And one of the things
they just redid it, I think.
One of the things they have there is this enormous chair. So presidents, a lot of American presidents have stayed at the Mission Inn in Riverside. So there is an enormous chair there. Like, I could sit there and Juan could sit there. We could sit there together and both fit inside of it. It was created for William Howard Taft, who is probably the fattest president we ever had.
The one that got stuck in the tub.
Exactly. They created this enormous chair for him so he had a place to sit. But I don't know where I was going with that, but that's just another chair story.
So
probably
do you
more...
want that chair? How much money would you pay for that chair that was specifically made for
Nothing.
William Taft?
Nothing.
Zero.
I don't want a gigantic chair. I have no interest in it. I have no interest in the Taylor Swift chair or the gigantic William Howard Taft chair.
It would be an interesting starting point. Not starting point, but like talking point.
It would be.
You're taking a tour around your home. You're doing a house tour for people.
World's fattest president sat right there.
Taylor Swift sat in this chair maybe one time back at the playoff game.
Not the same. It's match day in L.A. this Friday. Join us, all of us, at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate tailgate ahead of the opening match in Los Angeles. It's U.S. men's national team versus Paraguay Friday night, and we are at Hollywood Park Casino all day long for a tailgate party. It's me and Andy and Sua, live from noon to 3. DeMarco, Travis, and Geeter from 3 to 6. It's all brought to you by Milagro Tequila. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila, please enjoy responsibly. BC, what do you got?
Fast track. One of these viral videos over the weekend that I got sent into me from my fantasy group. Em actually sent it today on her email as well. Fantasy football punishment in June. So if you haven't seen a viral video of the loser of a fantasy football going around trick-or-treating in June, and he has to go. There's a 10-man league. Can't stop until he gets 10 pieces of candy.
10 pieces of candy.
Door to door,
I'm trying to think if I have candy at my house that I could give him.
I don't think
so.
I
That's
think I
part
do.
of the thing is couldn't get enough candy. Started going. Do you have anything perishable? How about some soup? Just how about give me anything
I got a
so I
piece
can
of pumpkin
stop.
pie.
Get 10 items.
10 items. Yes.
Yeah. That's a good punishment.
Good punishment.
Yeah, it's a
Where would
great
you rank this? And then what would happen if he knocks on your door? It's June 7th here. Hey, trick or treat. What are you doing?
Piece of pumpkin pie and some Ready Whip. That's what I would
I could give him like an energy bar. Does that count?
That counts, sure. That absolutely counts.
I would try and help him, though.
Yeah, I would too. Our league does not have an embarrassment punishment.
Boy, are you lucky we don't.
But wait a minute. I haven't been last in a while, have I?
Like 2 years ago, maybe?
No.
Yeah.
I've been
the
rocking
name of your
this
team
league.
is literally last place Mace.
That is a choice, John. That is a choice, John Ireland.
To finish last?
No, to call my team last place Mace.
Yes, but there is a science behind it. You finished last on multiple times. They had to make a rule because you kept tanking so much.
I did tank from the number one pick several times in the league.
That's
times
analytics.
You're
That's analytics, baby.
Analytics.
You're very lucky
And
that
by
they
the way,
did not have a punishment for finishing last.
Just like the NBA, there is now an anti-tanking rule in our league.
Right, we literally, I'm not kidding, we call it the Mason rule.
You cannot tank from the number one pick. But yeah, I would love. We're in a league with a bunch of fuddy-duddies. I don't know. Would anybody go for an embarrassment bet?
I don't think so. I don't know. I've never finished last.
I want to see Lenny going door to door.
Well, here's the thing. The minute we do it, that's when I would finish last. The minute we agree to it. Yeah. So
plus, it requires a vote of many, many people to get
and
anything done in our league. John passed a new rule.
It took weeks.
Finally, John said,
"You had to lobby. You had to do whip the votes."
Just send.
Yes,
just,
I had to.
You actually, I was the winning vote. You
Yeah.
said, "Will you please call in or please email and
So
vote on my rule?"
This is what it was about. Our league insists on playing through week 18. Which I think is stupid because a lot of teams rest players in week 18. So I wanted to end the season on week 17. And everybody said no. And I said, okay, well, then in week 18, we should be able to, because you can't change your roster late in the season. I said, we should be able to change our roster so we're not playing all backups.
Right.
And so that's the rule that passed.
Yeah, and it passed by a narrow margin.
Sure.
Somebody, I think Lenny Bart filibustered that rule,
maybe.
did he not?
Could be.
Finally, I put him over the top.
Yeah.
Dead serious about this league.
You know where this guy could have knocked on the door is my pool party. So my friend decided to do this thing called a candy salad. So
Okay.
everybody that came, you bring a bag of candy, but it had to be like a gummy or something non-chocolate, basically.
Right.
And when you come, you dump your candy into the bowl, and it turns into a candy salad.
Oh, that's actually
and
cool.
So I have so much candy in my home.
Good for you.
So, he should have knocked on your door.
Knocked on your door, exactly. You're the guy. Hey, I wanted to mention real quick, on Saturday, I got to go hang out at the Midnight Mission here in downtown Los Angeles on Skid Row. It was an incredible experience. So many people there are getting meals every day. They serve like hundreds of thousands of meals every year. They have interim housing. They are unanimous, like a 12-step program. It's an incredible spot. And I just wanted to point this out, and I'm going to do something with them coming up. But Midnight Mission is incredible. One of the things I love, John, is that they bring in during lunchtime when the homeless community comes to eat, they've got live music.
Okay.
And they have art opportunities and all kinds of. It's just
so they give them purpose. They give them stuff to do.
Yeah, treating the homeless community like people instead of these anonymous folks that we drive by every day. The Midnight Mission doing unbelievable work. And thank you for the invitation to be out there. It was an incredible experience. Coming up next for you, is this going to be Wemby's night tonight at Madison Square Garden? We'll talk about it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you probably have your phone on you right now. Put this number in your phone, 800-345-6789. That is the law offices of Jacob Emrani, 800-345-6789. If you're involved in any type of accident, that's the number to call. That's the guy who can help you. And Mace, you actually have done this yourself.
I actually called him from the scene of an accident that I was in, and he walked me through the entire thing, told me how to deal with the other driver, what pictures to take, to search around for witnesses. That was a really big thing. And ultimately to get the case taken care of, deal with the insurance company. He deals with it, not me. I'm telling you, it's so complicated when you're in an accident. You need an expert. You need somebody who's done this, and he's done it so many times for so many Angelinos. The number is so easy, 800-345-6789. Scene of an accident, no matter what it is, if you are dealing with a motorcycle or a scooter or a car or a commercial vehicle or an Uber, all that stuff, each has its own unique characteristics, and Jacob will guide you through the whole thing. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Or call Jacob.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's finally here. Road to the Cup and World Cup 2026. Mario, the show that we have been waiting for. Cannot wait to bring it to you tonight at 8.
That's right. The wait is over. It's World Cup week, baby. Tonight, we're going to look at groups A, B, and D, Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. Who has the toughest road to the Cup?
We want to bring it to you. You are going to love it. We promise. It's all brought to you by Mercado Gonzalez and Valvoline Instant Oil Change. It's Road to the Cup tonight at 8 on ESPN LA.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours. Presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues, expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
All right, tonight, Game 3, NBA Finals. Spurs looking to win one here. By the way, Vince Goodwill from ESPN says the Spurs are not broken.
It is amazing to me, Greeny, that they don't seem broken at all. Like they are looking at this as, yes, we blew 2 games at home. Yes, we're behind the 8 ball, but we're in an advantageous situation where we learn our lessons really quick. Once again, I go to Oklahoma City. When you win 2 games in Oklahoma City, including a Game 7 on their home floor, you are not a team that's going to be broken easily. Yes, this is not the advantageous situation that you want to be in. But I think with everything going on tonight, The focus is on the Knicks. It is so celebratory. It is like the Knicks parade is happening tonight and not a basketball game. And that is the greatest atmosphere for a young team to walk into and say, all we got to do is play.
You know,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but I actually think, okay, I'm going to just play amateur psychiatrist here, psychologist. So the entire world is on the Knicks, right? Everybody's on, and the town is on fire, and everybody's packed into the place paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for tickets and all that stuff, and they're so amped up, and there hasn't been a finals game in New York since 1999, and it all backfires because there's pressure that goes along with that, and Wemby, especially after what happened in Game 2, is not going to make the same mistakes.
Do you subscribe to the theory, any of you guys, that the NBA doesn't want a sweep, so they're going to...
Is Scott Foster there tonight?
No, but Mark Davis is.
And he's got the same rep?
Yeah. And so you think that the Spurs get more calls tonight?
Yeah, I mean,
to try and keep them in it?
Yeah, I would be super disappointed if they went up 3-0. Because it's such a fascinating matchup.
I'm not ready for the season to end. I see what you're saying.
Let it roll. Like, I'm rooting for the Spurs because I want more of this. So I hope San Antonio comes up with a win tonight. Now, interesting, Dave Roberts is from San Diego. BC, you know that. He's from San Diego.
That's right.
And he was asked, he met Myles Garrett over the weekend. Myles Garrett threw out the first pitch at a Dodger game.
Yeah, threw up, looks like he can play.
Really credible, solid first pitch. Afterwards, Dave Roberts was asked about the Rams and his former favorite team.
Myles Garrett is throwing out the first pitch tonight. I know that you and Sean McVay have gotten close over the years. How great is it to see another LA team land a superstar?
It's great. I think it's they're doing it, trying to get the superstars and win, and they've already won a championship in 20, and you know he's top of the food chain. So it's going to make a very good defense even better. So I'm excited to see him throw out the first pitch and see him in a Rams uniform. It's good to have him in LA. I have no allegiance anymore. I used to be a Chargers fan, but now it's sensitive up here, so I got to kind of no allegiance. I'm a LA fan.
I know there's some San Diego people who, when they move to LA, even though they
a lot of those.
they're mad about that move.
Yeah, they cut bait with the Chargers.
He's capping.
I like both teams.
So, BC, that is the manager of your favorite baseball team talking about your favorite football team. Do you feel dejected and sad?
It's a little rough, but company man. You know, he said he's in LA now, like he said.
So are the Chargers,
right? But I see what he's saying. But yeah, come on, Dave. What are you doing? You got to stay true to yourself.
In the big picture of things,
yep.
If you were the Chargers, the Angels, or the Clippers, wouldn't it make sense just to move?
Well, here's the thing first of all, I don't think the Angels should move. I think there's money to be made in that market. I just think it's somebody smarter than Artie Moreno that can do it. Clippers, what's the point? Right. I know they built their own building, so they're not going anywhere. But
they planted a lot of trees.
And they did. They were very aspirational. And then the third one is the Clippers, the Chargers, and the Angels. Chargers should go back to San Diego. Somebody down there, some rich guy in San Diego should build a damn stadium. There should be a stadium in San Diego. We would have Super Bowls if they built a stadium in San Diego.
No kidding. Hey, let me sneak this story in before we get to Game of Games.
Okay.
I know we don't have a lot of tennis fans here, but did you see this story from the French Open over the weekend?
Yes, you sent it along.
Okay, so I'm going to mispronounce this woman's name.
Okay.
I think it's Maja Szwalinka.
Yeah, no, that's correct.
I don't think it is. She's Polish. You should know how to pronounce that. She's
Szwalinka,
Polish.
yes.
It's CHW Szwalinska.
Szwalinska.
Okay.
Yeah.
She lost in the French Open on Saturday, but she really didn't lose.
Okay.
Here's why. She got to Paris 2 weeks ago with no sponsors, no guaranteed income, no way to pay for her hotel room. Since money is only paid at the end of tournaments, a Polish sports drink quietly stepped in and covered her hotel bill.
Wow.
Then she went on a run. She had battled depression so badly in 2021 she couldn't get out of bed.
Oh.
She underwent knee surgery in 22. And she goes on this run at the French Open in Paris, makes the final. She earned more prize money in that one tournament than she had for her entire career combined, $1.6 million.
Good for her.
And now she's in the black. But you talk about you talk about pressure. How about having no money to pay for your hotel room? And if you get eliminated, you go home.
I was just looking up all the Polish energy drinks. There are, you know what? There are. There's one called Oshi, and there's one called 4Move.
I don't know. I don't
know which one picked
Taste
up the bill.
test. Let's get him.
Oh, let's get him. Get me Poland, line 3.
Boop. Okay, got him.
Got him.
No, it also, that story reminds me a little bit of the story of one character in Challengers where he's like, he has no money, and so he just needs to win this tournament in order to pay for everything, but he tries to pay for his hotel room, and it gets declined, and it's like, I could sell you a racket, and she's like, I have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Lee Trevino used to tell a story that they said, how do you compete so successfully under pressure? He goes, you think this is pressure? He goes, how about playing for $10 on the last hole with a bunch of mob guys, and you only have $5 in your pocket?
Right.
That's pressure.
Sure.
Does Wemby have pressure tonight?
That's interesting.
I don't think he does. I think everybody's looking at Wemby like they looked at LeBron when he went to his first finals. That is, he's going to be in a lot of these. He just needs to learn.
So I would say I'm just like Wemby. Wemby.
Yeah.
Let me play this clip, and I will explain.
Myles Garrett is throwing out the.
Oh, sorry about that. That's not. This is the clip.
I'm still very blurry, and that's the whole problem. I need to have more poise, more control over the game. I'm not going to go through the whole positions, but that's the general image.
So during game 2, I was also blurry, especially the fourth quarter. I sort of drifted away. I mean, I tend to be blurry for things, but it's an interesting way to phrase it. It's blurry. That, this was such a huge turnover and such a huge shot that he missed. And he's basically saying, it was a blur, right? I didn't realize it in the moment. I think that's a learned skill, and I don't think he's going to be blurry again in this series. So, I will be, though.
Who do you think wins today?
I like San Antonio. Let's go San Antonio tonight.
Yeah,
Let's
lost
go
another
San Antonio.
$10,000 the other night.
I did. I'm not going to wager anything on it, any mythical money, but I am rooting for San Antonio and believe they can win.
I do feel like the factor of everybody lining up 2 hours beforehand, either people are going to be late, maybe not as packed, or people are going to be restless.
Yeah.
The crowd's going to be weird tonight, maybe, just because of all the hoopla around the arena with the president going. So I feel like maybe that is going to maybe affect how crazy MSG can be.
Yeah, by the way, I think to your point, Em, I heard somebody describe the fact that, security is going to take a really long time, and the fans may not all be in their seats by the time the game starts. So it's another interesting factor in all this. But we've got the game for you right here on 710 ESPN.
Tim just said in my ear that the Spurs are 14-8 when Mark Davis officiates. So they got that going for them. There's some analytics.
I mean,
for you.
they even
That's
tried in
analytics.
game 2. The Knicks couldn't buy a call in game 2. So I do feel like they've attempted, but the Knicks are just so clutch and so good at these end of games. This has happened all year.
Right.
They come back every game all year. They know how to close out games. They just feel like there's something special about them.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say is San Antonio won at OKC twice. They can win tonight. They can win tonight.
OKC ain't MSG.
OKC's pretty cooking, isn't it?
Yeah, loudest arena in the league.
Yeah. So we'll find out. MSG will be loud tonight for sure. Coming up next for you is Game of Games. It is John Ireland's game today, and we'll play it next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This morning on Unsportsmanlike, my blood pressure was rising on why Wemby isn't dunking the ball more. He's 7'5". Don't make yourself 6'5". We will find out tonight if the Spurs can win Game 3 at the Garden. NBA Finals happening tonight, and we are reacting bright and early on Unsportsmanlike. Plus, on this morning's show, our producers were wearing ankle socks. Makes you wonder whether DeMarco Farr is an ankle sock guy or a full sock guy. Don't miss the first morning show on ESPN LA. Chris Canty, Michelle Spellman, and me, Evan Cohen, plus Grumpy Nuno, Pat the producer, and more, 3 to 7 a.m. on LA's mega sports station, ESPN LA.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Mercado Gonzalez is your soccer fan paradise this summer, where every match tastes better.
I took Mom to catch a ball game. Is it time to pick her up yet? Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center has the lowest price gas around.
Number 2.
Happy Hour at Mosen. Half-price drinks, Monday through Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m., Friday, noon to 5 p.m.
And the number 1 reason.
Get ready to rock with the best tribute bands in SoCal. Every Thursday at Oasis Pool.
Morongo, good times.
When you're vacationing in your RV, there are some things you can always count on. Taking the kayaks out on the lake, hot dogs on the grill, and your sister's boyfriend pulling out his acoustic guitar.
Everyone quiet! Harrison's playing. Wow, you're so good, Harrison.
With Progressive, your RV is protected 24/7, so you're prepared for whatever you don't see coming. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob. CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, brought to you by our friend Jacob Emrani. And joining us right now to play is the star of the DeMarco and Travis show.
baby.
Obviously, his name comes first. He is DeMarco Farr.
I will put your name first today because tomorrow is your birthday. Now, here's what's weird. Are you aware of this? Saturday was Emily's birthday, Sunday was Brian's birthday, and tomorrow is your birthday.
It's the June babies.
Yeah.
Yay!
Gemini season.
All Geminis.
What
That's
are the
all
odds?
Geminis,
All
yeah.
right, so you're competing against 3 birthday contestants, Mace.
Oh, boy.
And here we go. As you all know, the NBA Finals continue tonight in New York City. The first time the Finals have been there since 1999. Mace, you were living there back then.
I was on the radio then.
So this is a quiz about New York.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. The last time the Knicks won the NBA title was 1973 when they beat the Lakers 4-1 in the Finals. Which player scored the most total points in those finals, 401 points in just 5 games? Was it A, Wilt Chamberlain, B, Jerry West, or C, Walt Frazier? Brian, Wilt, West, or Frazier?
I'll take Wilt.
Okay. Emily.
Wilt.
Mace.
West.
DeMarco.
I'll take Clyde.
It's Jerry West.
Jerry
and
West.
Mace has the early lead. Yeah. That was not the year he won MVP. That was a different year, but he still led the finals in scoring that year. All right, Emily, this one coming to you. Before the 9/11 attacks, the tallest building in New York City was the World Trade Center. What is the tallest building in New York City right now? A, the Empire State Building, B, the Central Park Tower, or the new World Trade Center? So Empire State Building, Central Park Tower, or it's still the World Trade Center?
Central Park Tower.
Okay, Mace.
I think it's the new Freedom Tower that they built.
DeMarco.
Freedom Tower.
Brian.
New towers.
It is the new tower. They put that spire on the top,
Yep.
and that makes it the tallest one. Okay, Mace 2, DeMarco 1, BC 1. Emily still alive for lucky loser. Mace, this one coming to you. The Yankees have won 27 World Series, more than any other team. But several years ago, the team moved from the old Yankee Stadium, where Babe Ruth, Joe DiMaggio, and Mickey Mantle played, to the new Yankee Stadium, where Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera finished their careers.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those 27 championships have the Yankees won in new Yankee Stadium? A, 0, B, 1, C, 3. 0, 1, or 3, Mace.
I'm going to say 0.
DeMarco.
1.
Brian.
Show me 1.
Emily.
3.
It's 1, and that means we have a 3-way tie between Mace, DeMarco, and Brian, and Emily still alive for Lucky Loser. Okay, DFAR, this one coming to you.
All right.
What is the longest-running show in Broadway history? A, Phantom of the Opera, B, Cats, or C, Chicago? Phantom of the Opera, Cats, or Chicago?
Got to be Phantom or Cats, right? Give me Phantom.
Okay, Brian.
Phantom of the Opera.
Emily.
Cats.
Mace.
Cats.
The answer is Phantom of the Opera. Emily is still alive.
is Phantom of the
DeMarco
Opera. Wow.
and Brian are tied with 3 Maces, 1 back. All right, BC, coming back to you. Which one of these people was not born in New York? Not born in New York. A, Michael Jordan. B, Frank Sinatra. C, Rich Eisen. Michael Jordan, Frank Sinatra, or Rich Eisen. Which one of those people was not born in New York City?
I'm going to take Frank Sinatra.
Okay, Emily. Jordan, Sinatra, or Eisen?
I know. I want to go Jordan.
You're going Jordan. Mace?
I think Sinatra was born in Hoboken. I'm going to say Sinatra.
All right, DeMarco.
Jordan.
Mace hit it on the head. He was born in Hoboken, New Jersey, which means Brian 4, Mace 3, DeMarco 3, Emily still alive for Lucky Loser. M, this one coming to you. According to Forbes, who is currently the richest person in New York City? A, Michael Bloomberg, B, Rupert Murdoch, or C, James Dolan? Bloomberg, Murdoch, or Dolan?
Dolan.
Okay, Mace.
Bloomberg.
DeMarco.
Bloomberg.
Brian.
Bloomberg.
It is Michael Bloomberg. He's got $27 billion.
Who's the other guy?
Damn.
You said Dolan, Bloomberg, and who?
Rupert Murdoch.
Rupert. Okay.
He's got a couple of bucks.
Yeah, they're all rich.
Yeah.
All right, Brian 5, Mace 4, DeMarco 4, Emily still alive for Lucky
to go, Em.
Loser. All right, Em, this is going to test it because it's a true or false. Mace coming to you.
Okay.
True or false? Hall of Famer Bob McAdoo is the only player in NBA history who won a title as a player with both the Lakers and the Knicks, both in the early 70s. Bob McAdoo, the only player ever to win a title with the Lakers and the Knicks. True or false?
I'm going to say true.
Okay. DeMarco.
True.
Brian.
True.
Emily.
False.
The answer is false.
I should have gone with my gut because when you go with the other option,
has
there's so
ever
much.
done it. No one has ever won a title.
Now, you said player.
Yeah.
Coach.
So,
right?
coach.
Yeah.
Is in
Phil
play.
would have done
Yeah.
both, right?
Right.
But one as a coach, one as a player.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is okay. So now, Em, you may be out. Let me see. How many are left? 1, 2. Yeah, you're out, Emily. Okay. So we'll go with the leader, BC. Brian, according to nyc.gov, which is the official website of New York City government, how many licensed yellow cabs are in New York City as of June 1st? A, 13,587. B, 23,587. Or C, 33,587. So 13, 23, or 33,000 roughly.
13,000.
Okay, Mace.
23,000.
DeMarco.
I'm sure Uber took a big hack, so give me 23.
You guys should have gone 13.
Is it 13?
Brian,
Brian.
gets the win
That's
because there's only one
Did
left,
Brian
and
win?
he leads by 2.
Wow.
All right, we'll play the last 2 just for fun. Congratulations, BC.
I was going for the double today, too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, how much money a year does New York City make from more than 7,000 parking tickets they issue daily to delivery trucks? A, 40 million, B, 80 million, C, 120 million. Brian, 40, 80, or 120?
80 million.
M?
40.
Mace.
80.
DeMarco.
40 sounds right.
It's 120.
You gotta be kidding me.
They make
It's a
$120 million a year.
That's incredible.
From writing parking tickets to delivery trucks. But if you think about it, there is no place for them to park.
There's nowhere to park in New York.
It's
nowhere
a
to park.
scam.
All right, let's do the tiebreaker just for fun. If you take the 4 major sports, football, basketball, baseball, and hockey, how many total titles have teams from New York won in the city's history? By the way, this includes the Jets and the Giants, who technically play in New Jersey.
Include WNBA?
Yes. So 4 major sports, football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. Brian, what number did you come up with?
41.
Emily?
60.
Mace?
I think it is. I'll say 55.
DeMarco?
Oh, dang. 56.
Emily's the winner. It's the answer is 69.
Woo! Oh, wow.
All right, here's how
Nice.
it breaks down. Yankees 27.
Yep.
Giants 8.
Yep.
Brooklyn, San Francisco Giants. Brooklyn Dodgers, San Francisco Giants, 6 combined. 5 for the Giants, 1 for the Dodgers. Islanders, 4 Stanley Cups. Rangers, 4 Stanley Cups. Mets, 2 World Series titles. Knicks, 2 NBA championships. Jets, 1 Super Bowl. So that's 69.
Did you say the New York Giants
titles.
have 8 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
4
4 pre-Super Bowl, 4
championships.
Super Bowls.
Got
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, so 8 total.
NFL championship.
And Brian, congratulations.
Way to go, Brian.
A late
Way to go,
birthday
Brian.
win for you.
Game of Games is brought to you by our friend Jacob Emrani. If you are involved in any kind of accident, he is the guy you can trust. Remember the easy phone number, 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789, or call jacob.com. DeMarco, have you spent much time in New York?
A couple, just when the team plays there.
Just when the team
Yeah.
plays there. Yeah.
I think I went once for a vacation, never walked so much in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so, I mean, there are 2 cities in America that I'm never leaving Los Angeles, but if you told me you have to live somewhere other than LA, it would be New York. It's a great
For me,
town.
it'd be New York or Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you love about it? Just the
man,
flavor,
it's
everything?
There's an energy on
There's
that,
an
in that
energy.
city that
That
you
town-
feel like the world's being run from there.
That town just goes and goes and goes, and I love the Broadway. I love the bar scene in New York. Like, for example, the bar scene in New York, you just walk down the street, and there's always a bar. I drink so much in New York. I mean, I'm king of the old fashions when I go to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Or king of the Manhattan when
In
I go
Manhattan.
to
I got you.
Yeah.
That same when I was thinking about writing one of the questions for the quiz, but that NYC.gov says that the Knicks being in the finals has generated $465 million for businesses around the city
Already. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and
incredible.
And there's still 2 games at least to go, maybe more.
You think they make more if they win? Of course they do, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, then you
that's
get the
huge.
parade, too.
Wow.
That's the thing. They do parades cooler than anybody because it's the canyon of the
Mace, I felt
buildings.
suffocated there. I did.
Really?
I've never felt more surrounded in my life.
Did you have a small hotel room? That contributes to
No,
that.
just walking down and there's buildings, they're huge, and there's people everywhere.
People in New York are very confrontational. That's the thing. They will come
Get
right.
outta
They
here.
will come right at you.
That
like for
I'm
example,
good with. It's just a
car
lot of people.
horns. Like we try to avoid car horns in everybody lays on their horn in New York. The other thing I love about New York is there's no such thing as a crosswalk. You just cross whenever you want to. You ignore the light when you're supposed to cross, all that stuff. I have so much fun when I go to New York. We go a couple of times a year. All right, coming up next for you, Super Crosstalk. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's finally here. Road to the Cup and World Cup 2026. Mario, the show that we have been waiting for. Cannot wait to bring it to you tonight at 8.
That's right. The wait is over. It's World Cup week, baby. Tonight, we're going to look at groups A, B, and D, Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. Who has the toughest road to the Cup?
We want to bring it to you. You are going to love it. We promise. It's all brought to you by Mercado Gonzalez and Valvoline Instant Oil Change. It's Road to the Cup tonight at 8 on ESPN LA.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila. Crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado. Or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams into massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
3 cities, 1 concert, a world united through football and music. On June 10th, the FIFA Countdown Concert, in collaboration with the Grammys, comes to Crypto.com Arena as part of a first-of-its-kind live celebration connecting Canada, Mexico, and the United States ahead of the FIFA World Cup 26. The Los Angeles stage will feature Diplo's Major Lazer, Davido, and additional artists to be announced, alongside stellar lineups in Toronto and Mexico City for this synchronized live concert. Doors open at 5 p.m. Pacific time, with the live show beginning at 6 p.m. Pacific.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. So how's the weekend, guys? Trav, how was the weekend? What'd you do with yourself?
I had an incredible weekend.
Yeah?
I really did.
What'd you do?
I went to dinner with my daughter on Friday night.
Nice.
I went on a hike on Saturday morning. I went and cooked myself dinner on Saturday night and did a really good job.
I got dinner for one?
Susan was out of town, so I got a nice piece of salmon. I made an appetizer, opened a good bottle of wine. Sunday, I played golf in the morning, rode the bikes in the afternoon, went to the beach late in the afternoon.
Day.
So I got everything
Can I
done.
tell you something weird about me?
Yes.
Just a weird John Ireland quirk. And Michael can't wrap his head around this because he does it all the time, and you just mentioned you just did it.
Yeah.
I never, ever drink alcohol alone. Isn't that weird?
Not really.
I do.
I'm trying to think.
Everyone does.
It's a
Like you either
preference.
drink or you don't drink.
Right.
Except the one day I realized I just don't drink alone.
Oh.
I have to be with other people.
You're at your house. It's a Saturday afternoon, and there's a baseball game
Iced
on.
tea.
You don't want to grab a beer.
You won't grab a beer?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah. Isn't there a George Thorogood song? I drink alone.
I drink alone.
I drink alone.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm
like
the
that.
opposite. I never drink
I
alone.
never drink alone.
Yeah, somebody's generally around when I gummy up. But but seriously,
I'll do that alone, too.
I don't think I drink alone.
I have.
I would drink socially, but I don't enjoy it enough to drink all the time, and certainly not by myself, like in a brown paper bag at the corner.
Drinks 2-3 glasses of wine daily. He says he thinks it's helped him live this long.
Like, for instance, on Saturday, I got home, went on a hike with a friend of mine.
Yep.
And got home, jumped on my bike, rode down to Dana Point, went to this bar that I like, got a beer, watched TV, had a little snack, rode the bike home. It was great.
Tell me if this counts for me drinking alone. So this year, I was doing radio with you.
Yeah.
And everybody in the Laker party was going out to dinner, and they were going early because Michael was paying. Michael likes to eat at like 5.
Sure.
So I get off at 6:15. We're in Toronto. I go to the bar at this really nice restaurant, and I order from the menu, and I order a whiskey sour because I was talking to people, and there were a whole bunch of people there.
Yeah.
So, but when I walked in, I didn't know anybody. Was I drinking alone?
Yes.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
That's drinking alone.
Maybe I just lied.
Yeah.
There's people around. Yeah.
Selectively. So I went to a spin class this weekend.
Oh,
right.
I've never done that.
You've never done that?
No.
How's your butt?
Yeah, it's crazy. Now they have a scoreboard on where you finish and stuff.
Like with the
Competitive,
okay.
like in terms of how. So I was in a class of 44 people, and they send you a report card afterwards. And Travis?
31 out of 44.
31 out of 44.
He says he's embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed.
I wouldn't be embarrassed by that.
It was a bunch of 25-year-old girls. I should be able to outpedal them.
No, you shouldn't. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely no.
So you think 31 out of 44 is pretty good?
Yeah. Yes. The only way that's embarrassing is if you're DFL.
Yeah. By the way, Juan finished second.
Well,
that you should be embarrassed.
The second to 31 is a pretty good gap.
You know what I've learned, Trav?
Were you one of the older people in the class?
I was probably the oldest person in the class.
Well, then you're fine.
But the one thing I've learned over time is to stay within myself.
Yeah.
I used to have incidents where I overextend, think I can do something, and I really am not able to. So I always stay within myself.
That's a very good way to live.
It doesn't matter if Jules Peckinpah from Psycho Bar in Culver City is yelling at me to believe in myself. They're always yelling affirmations at me.
I do believe in myself. I just want to be able to walk tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That seems like it makes sense to me.
I thought that was a fun experience this weekend.
31's good.
Yeah,
you should feel good about that.
31st place.
Really? It was your first time, right?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Really, Travis?
Okay. Have you spun, Marcus?
I've never spun in an actual class. Now I have a Peloton.
Oh, okay.
Well, that counts for sure.
I've spun on my Peloton.
Now,
those have kind of faded in popularity. Do you still ride yours?
I do.
Bergman had one, and he used it to hang clothes.
Susan, we have one. Susan rides it 3 times a week.
Does she?
Yeah.
Does she have the screen where she has the person yelling at her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
She does.
Yeah, I was doing it. The last couple of weeks, I've just been busy, haven't gotten on it as much. But yeah, I was doing it a couple times a week. Plus, you have the subscription where you have all the other kind of classes too, like the weightlifting and the yoga and stuff.
Right.
So I was like, I had a pretty good regimen going for a while.
DeMarco, you were talking about you were on the Versa Climber today.
Oh my god!
And you get super sweaty.
Is that stairs?
Yes.
That's stairs.
Oh,
the Ivan Drago.
I don't do the stairs.
The
2,000
Peloton
feet is. Oh my god!
Staying within myself.
The Peloton is a sweat machine.
Yes.
Like you're on it for 30 seconds and it's pouring
You got to
off.
do better than 31st. I love you. They love you too, obviously, but you got to do better than 31st.
It's only my second class, dude. Lay off.
You got to do better than 31st.
Second class. So
lay
off.
Me and BC are on the same page.
Oh, let's all go to the same class.
I'm just saying.
If I was there in a competitive situation,
you got to do better than 31st.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now, I have never been in a spin class. Do you think you could beat me?
Yes. By the way,
how often do you do it?
Look at Ireland's face. He's like,
how often do you do it?
It's bringing out his competitiveness.
How often do you do it?
I do it once a week.
You'd beat him.
I would beat him.
I think you would beat me.
You've never done it?
Ever.
You'd beat him. You'd beat him.
I don't even know what I'm getting into.
That's why I think you would.
I would
now, you did it a few times to get ready.
I would rather collapse than lose to John Ireland.
There you go. And when we were swimming, I thought he was going to drown.
I remember that.
I kind of lapped him, and he went. And then I thought he was going to. Okay, so this is the one thing that I've sweated more than anything I've ever done. Have you guys ever boxed?
Yes.
No,
tons.
I boxed 3 rounds. Okay, with full headgear on,
where?
gloves, right after college.
Really?
And
that's a workout.
it is. You are number one. You are exhausted.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you do a 3-minute round. You get a 1-minute break.
Right.
Then you do a 3-minute round.
Were you sparring?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't like being hit.
Well, you
box.
It wouldn't have been. You keep your gloves kind of tight to your body, and you're wearing massive headgears.
Oh, okay.
So you wouldn't be hurt.
I still would prefer not to be hit,
but
if at all
just as a
possible.
rule.
I couldn't believe how tired I was.
Oh
yeah.
At like the end of the first round, I'm like, I only get a 1-minute break, and then I got to the second round. By the third round, I was like Rocky and Apollo Creed at the end of Rocky 1.
Just
I was
faded.
like,
when I was into it, we had to do 12 rounds, and they would change sparring partners every 3 rounds. So you're facing the fresh guy. And then you're absolutely...
That feels unfair.
That's fatigue. Yeah. But that's what they call
By the way, Marcus
boxing.
Grant has joined us. Probably here.
Yeah.
So Friday, are you guys excited for Friday, Hollywood Park Casino?
I am.
I am pumped up for that. World Cup, I'm super
Be in full
excited
swing
for
by
it.
then.
We will be the tailgate party for the World Cup, USA versus Paraguay at SoFi. So we're right across the way.
Oh, that's right.
At Hollywood Park Casino. So everybody's invited. It'll be
Where is that game physically being played?
SoFi.
At SoFi.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're like the pregame warm up tailgate show for USA
Who did you
versus
get in the
Paraguay.
draft?
I ended up with Norway, who I wanted all along, and then at the very end, I snuck another country in that I cannot even recall.
Emily,
at this moment.
who was it that somebody said in the show earlier picked the Netherlands to win the whole thing?
Oh, some mathematician guy.
Yeah, a
Really?
mathematician who's gotten it right the last 3 World Cups. He picked the Netherlands.
And that's yours?
my club.
to
There you
beat
go.
Portugal in the final.
Oh, the Dutch. Look
The
out
the
for
big
the
orange.
Dutch.
The Netherlands.
orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does anybody believe that the U.S. men's national team can You think we get out of the group play and get into the?
They should get out of the
One
group,
person
right?
does.
Who?
His name is Scott Kaplan.
Oh.
Scott Kaplan. Yeah, Scott Kaplan took them.
I believe they're favored to get out of the group.
They are favored.
Yeah, to get out. Now, whether they'll
I
win a
have
game or
spent
not,
a lifetime of disappointment involving the U.S. men's national team. I have no confidence in them at all.
Zero.
Yeah.
I think getting out of the group is doable. Like anything beyond that is gravy. It's a bonus. You're playing with house money. If they win a game in the knockout stage, you're playing with house money there. That's it.
Yeah. I'm excited. I don't know that much about soccer, but when it rolls around, I'm so into
kick
it.
it in the net.
Yeah.
They've only won one game outside of group play ever, right? Is that right?
I think
I read
so.
that today.
Was it only won one game?
The U.S. has only won one game
Yeah, I think
outside
Landon
of group
Donovan
play.
was on that team.
I would like to
goal.
refer you to the 1930 World Cup where we finished third.
Okay, were there 4
1930?
teams?
Were there 3 teams?
I'm clinging to 1930. Trav, what was that experience like going through that in 1930?
You can't steal Emily's bit.
I can.
No.
By the way, Travis, there's not a bit I can't steal. I work in radio. I steal all the bits.
Excellent point.
So tonight, I feel like tonight is Wemby's going to not be blurry. I feel like tonight San
Not be
Antonio.
blurry?
Yeah, he said after the game that he felt the final sequence of the game where he threw to pass to Stefan Castle's back, and then missed that shot. He said it all felt blurry to him. I think it's going to be much crisper tonight. I think he's going to be the guy that we've expected him to be. I think he will outplay Karl Anthony Towns tonight, and he will extend the series. I still think the Knicks are going to win the series now. I think it's tilted. I originally picked the Spurs, but I do think San Antonio can win tonight.
I do too. I don't know. Maybe it's this whole blurry feeling, but watching Wemby these last couple of games hasn't looked like himself.
No.
And I don't know if it's that. I don't know if having to carry the team against OKC took something out of him. I don't know if he tweaked something we just don't know about, but he has not looked
better than we thought.
That part too.
And Karl Anthony Towns is playing at the height of his power.
Go.
I mean, he's never played this well. He's dominating Wemby.
Could refereeing play a factor in tonight's game?
Mark Davis is the lead ref.
And what's the record?
They are, I think, 9-4 when he's the lead ref
The
this
Spurs
year.
are?
Yeah.
Take that for data.
It's actually 14-8. Somebody said in my.
Who's the worst in MLB?
The Angels.
Well, they got rid of
No,
the
umpire.
it was Angel Hernandez.
Laz Diaz and CB Buckner in a death match for the worst worst umpire.
Dan Iasonia had a rough day yesterday, though.
Who would be the NBA equivalent to that?
The worst ref.
Well,
I don't want to say worst because, but
no.
the
You just
equivalent
asked
of
him who's the worst ref.
Scott Foster has a history. You know.
Scott Foster's actually a really good ref. Like he'll do some finals games. DeMarco, I don't know who the worst ref is. I just know that there's only maybe 10 of them who are really, really good.
Okay.
And the other 90.
There's no Laz Diaz of the NBA.
No.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think that would exist.
The best ref in the league is a guy named Zach Zarba, who the reason because he lets the players decide the game. He doesn't call unnecessary technicals. He doesn't call unnecessary fouls. But by the time the game's over, if you look at him and go, Zach, that guy just hit me on the arm, Zach will go, so what?
Okay, so Travis, you asked me about that party on Friday.
Yeah.
We wound up watching the game, and I'm calling out foul after foul after foul that's not being called, and they're doing the same thing. I kind of got caught up in it. I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't this how we want basketball to be played? More physical?
Yes,
less fouls.
Yes.
And by the way, fouls are up in the playoffs
Is it really?
this year. They're up 11%, and most of it is non-shooting fouls. Most of it is away from the ball. John, why are we calling so many fouls? Again,
I would never do it.
11% more fouls this year than we had last year in the playoffs.
You'd never call a foul away from the ball?
Unless it gave one team the advantage.
Like a grab or a hold?
If you and I are in the back court and we're slapping hands with each other, but the ball's way up in the front court,
leave it.
I would just walk by the two of you and go, knock it off.
Yeah, let him be physical. Let him play. I'm all about that. So, Marcus?
Yes.
When I was thinking what to ask you. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Blue Review.
I know you're from the Blue Review. I won't because we're jumping around here. I want to ask you about a conversation we had a little bit earlier about Shohei Ohtani and if he will have enough innings to win the Cy Young Award. Mizrachi has thrown 10 more innings, and John, I think you said
24.5 for Sanchez.
Sanchez has thrown 24
but
innings
as the
more.
season goes on, because those guys pitch every 5 days, Marcus, that number will continue to grow.
Yeah, I mean, I think he will. But I think right now, this is the deepest National League Cy Young race I think I've ever seen.
It's incredible.
Where, I mean, Shohei, I think odds right now have him third behind Sanchez and Mizrahi, or is it Mizrowski or is it Skeens?
I think it's Mizrowski.
Skeens has been fairly human. By the way, the Dodgers face
Tomorrow.
Skeens tomorrow in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Somebody pointed out to me, too, like, if this were the NFL or if Roger Goodell were in charge, he would have told the Dodgers to move heaven and earth to make this a Skeens-Otani pitching matchup. Like, do whatever you got to do. Instead of we get Skeens versus Eric Lauer. It's not
Yeah,
quite
but
the
you at least
same.
get Skeens versus Otani in the batter's box.
Yeah, you
will.
get that.
You will get
You
that.
will see that.
Yeah,
You know, but
you will see that.
Roger Goodell would have mandated either put Otani, put Yamamoto, something we can sell, something we can put on Amazon Prime right up against the NBA Finals.
There you go.
He wouldn't be wrong.
What do you guys got? What do you guys got coming up, DeMarco?
I can't believe they're letting this kid play. This Texas Tech
Isn't
kid.
there something?
I don't think he ever plays a game.
I cannot believe
shouldn't.
that
He
there's
shouldn't.
even
No
a
chance.
chance.
That
Are you
story's not
crazy?
No chance.
I think
No
there's going to
way.
be an appeals court decision.
There should be.
Yeah, there should be.
I would put a hit out
Look,
on
I
him.
feel for the kid. It's a terrible thing. Addiction is awful, and recovery is hard. But
Yeah, but
once
you don't get to play
you should- you
football.
shouldn't
if
play
you bet on
football.
football.
very much,
Right.
Travis.
correct.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next for you, DeMarco and Travis and Marcus Grant, Mason and Ireland back tomorrow at noon, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 17.